Fans will be looking for a great way to remember tonight's game. Stop by the Long Island Ducks photo booth. Right there by the Water Wing Shop on the main concourse, right behind home plate to create your memory of tonight's ball game. Remember now, the Water Wing Shop on the main concourse behind home plate and all your 2014 Long Island Ducks souvenirs and merchandise, including the Atlantic League Championship t-shirts, sweatshirts, and baseball caps. And fans, if you follow the Long Island Ducks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, make sure to take part in our social media contest going on here tonight at the ballpark. Just send us a picture of you here at tonight's Long Island Ducks game using the hashtag #FlockPhoto, and you could be going home a big winner. We selected the photo during the end of the inning, so don't wait, and make sure you get snapping right now. And fans, don't make sure that Skeeters will be here again tomorrow evening. Game time 7:05. The game's open up at 6:05. The first 1,500 guests through the turnstiles of our beautiful ballpark receive a Long Island Duck back-to-school lunchbox that comes out to the first 1,500 fans tomorrow evening. Remember, game time 7:05. The gates will open at 6:05. Tickets from tomorrow night's game are available right now at the Long Island Ducks ticket kiosk, which is located conveniently on the main concourse right behind home plate. And boys and girls, don't forget to try out our newest attraction here at Bethlehem Ballpark. It's the Long Island Ducks Ducktail Inflatable Slide, located at the end of the first base concourse.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
We are live here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, and it is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight it is game number 2 of a 3-game series featuring the Long Island Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action from Central Islip as the Ducks and Skeeters play game 2 of this 3-game set. Ducks took the opener last night in commanding fashion with a 9-2 victory, so a good start to the 6-game homestand for Long Island. We'll recap that in a moment. First, we want to say that we hope everybody on Long Island is doing okay after the torrential rainfall that came in last night and caused major headaches in the morning today for commuters. Lots of roads across Long Island flooded, many of them closed because of the flooding. And you saw some scary pictures and video on news and weather reports of cars stranded on the side of roads in the middle of flooded waterways. We saw some accidents across Long Island as well. Some of the records we saw today that were broken: New York State record for precipitation in a 24-hour period. MacArthur Airport saw their all-time daily rainfall record of over 12 inches of rain. Rainfall record for the month of August was broken, as well as rainfall for August 13th. So some crazy weather that came in last night. Fortunately, though, the Ducks and Skeeters were able to play, and the Ducks again won the opener of this series by a count of 9-2. We recap the game, and the big inning for the Ducks was in the second, as Clint Everts, the starter for the Skeeters, gave up 5 runs. It started with singles from Adam Bailey and Cody Puckett that put runners at the corners with nobody out. Brandon Bance drew a walk, and then 2 batters later up came Dan Lyons. And the 2-1 on the way. Lyons swings and lines one in the air deep to center. Racing back is Brian Barton on the run. He reaches up and makes the catch. Tagging from third and coming home is Adam Bailey. Stopping at third is Cody Puckett. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Dan Lyons. The Ducks strike first, and they lead it 1-0. So Dan Lyons gave the Ducks the lead, and with Phelan Lentini coming up next, the Ducks would double their advantage. Here's the pitch, and Lentini lines one over the leaping try of the shortstop. Ramos in a left field, a base hit. Trotting home from third is Cody Puckett, an RBI single for Phelan Lentini, who is 2 for 2, and the Ducks lead 2-0. So the Ducks had a 2-0 lead on the RBI single from Phelan Lentini. 2-1 with 2 out at that point, and Brendan Harris would come up to bat. And the pitch on the way is swung on and ripped deep down the left field line. Heading back to left fielder Langerhans. He looks up and you can forget it. A 3-run home run down the left field line for Brendan Harris. His 5th home run of the season. It's 5 runs in the second inning for the Ducks, and they lead it 5-0 over the Skeeters. So Long Island batted around in the inning. They got 5 runs off of Everts to take a 5-0 lead. In the third, they would add another. Adam Bailey led off the inning with a triple to center field, and after Cody Puckett popped to short, Brandon Bance came to the plate. 1-0, and Lentini pops it up. Shallow right, going out as the second base. A little bit ahead there, but Brandon Bance ended up delivering an RBI single to center field that scored Adam Bailey from third, and that gave the Ducks a 6-0 lead. Mitch Talbot had started for the Ducks. He had thrown 3 scoreless innings, but warming up for the 4th inning, he suffered a lower back strain, had to come out of the ball game, and the Ducks would need to go 6 innings out of their bullpen. Bob Zimmerman started, and in the 4th, he allowed a run on a 2-out RBI single to center by Neil Medchell, but got out of the inning and then threw a scoreless 5th inning. In the top of the 6th, Josh Lansford came in and gave up a solo home run to the leadoff batter, Delwyn Young, so that made it a 6-2 game. However, Lansford got out of the inning without any further trouble, and in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Ducks would get a run on a 2-out RBI single to right by Phelan Lentini, a pop-up that fell in between Medchell, the right fielder, and the second baseman, Bridger Hunt. So the Ducks had a 7-2 lead after 6. They would add 2 more insurance runs in the 8th inning after scoreless innings from Sergio Perez and Eric Neeson. They got 2 runs in the inning on a run-scoring error, on a throwing error from Michael Rocket, and an RBI groundout from Phelan Lentini. David Kopp threw a scoreless 9th, and the Ducks won it 9-2 over the Skeeters. They had 9 runs on 15 hits last night, no errors, and they left 6 on base. For the Skeeters, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 5. Bob Zimmerman got the win in relief. He improved to 1-1 on the year. Clint Everts, the loss, ended up allowing 6 runs on 9 hits and a walk. Over 3 innings, he fell to 5-9. The game took 2 hours and 35 minutes in front of a crowd of 4,552 here at Bethpage Ballpark. So game 2 of the series will be tonight. Ducks will look for the series win. We will take a break, and when we come back, I sit down with one of the heroes from last night's game. That is Phelan Lentini.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination. Back here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, as we get set for the start of tonight's game between the Ducks and the Skeeters. Phelan Lentini was one of the heroes of last night's 9-2 win for the Ducks. He had 3 hits, including 3 runs batted in and a run scored. Great day at the plate for the Ducks, and I had the chance to catch up with him before tonight's ball game. Phelan, 9-run, 15-hit attack last night for the offense to win the opening game of this 3-game series. How nice was it to see, basically from top to bottom in the lineup, everybody contribute to a team win last night?
It was very nice. It was just kind of just happened. It was nice and easy. Just started stringing hits together. You know, that's how it was when we were going well. You know, it was awesome. It was nice to not score early and, you know, try and sit on the runs. Not that we would try to, but, you know, it happens sometimes. And we just put it away, got the win.
Were you particularly able to see the ball well from Clint Everts as he was delivering it to home plate? What was the difference tonight for you, or last night for you guys facing Everts?
I never faced the guy, but I mean, his breaking ball looked, you know, decent from the side. All I saw were fastballs pretty much, and maybe I thought he may have spiked a changeup, but me and Harry were trying to see if he threw one, but he looked all right. But his fastball was definitely straight, so. You know, that's what I hit on. You know, they were looking pretty good, so.
When you guys put together a 5-run second inning to get on the board early and get that big lead, does it allow you guys to feel a little bit more comfortable as you go through the rest of the game?
Oh, for sure. I mean, especially, you know, you just know there's runs on the, you know, it just takes the pressure off. I know the pitcher has to feel good for them. You know, they have some breathing room. They don't have to, you know, have the stress of, I can't give up a run or we're going to go down. But at the same time, like, I feel like there were some days earlier where we got the early lead and then we may have got 2 lackadaisical or didn't. I don't know. It might not have been the issue, but, you know, looking back when you lose the lead, you know, that's what they're going to, you know, is going to be thought of. So it was definitely nice to get that lead and then to keep adding on. So
you talk about the pitching a little bit there. Mitch Talbot with 3 scoreless innings to start before the injury, and then the bullpen with 6 innings of 2-run ball after that. How huge of a lift was it for you guys, knowing that Talbot had to leave the game early, for the bullpen to come in and basically keep Sugar Land off the scoreboard?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, I was kind of, you know, Lou said something, but, you know, we lost a lot of guys, and I didn't think it was too serious, but, you know, he definitely had to come out, and it was nice, you know, for the bullpen to stop him. You know, he was moving right along, so it didn't seem like anything could be better than what he was throwing up there, because he was carving them, and then, you know, they got something going, but we were able to, you know, the guys did great. They got, you know, a couple guys got into a little trouble and found their way out, and, you know, that's what you got to do.
Despite Talbot going down early, the starting pitching has been a huge reason why this team has been on a bit of a roll lately and has been a big factor into the 53 wins this team has put up so far this year. Just talk about the starting rotation and how strong they've been of late.
Just awesome, man. Just out there dealing, attacking hitters, throwing a lot of strikes, you know, keeping us on our toes in defense and just giving us a chance to win, you know, with not a lot of runs. And, you know, that's what you want. Like I said, you know, we haven't been scoring too much, so, you know, they're keeping us in the game and keeping us close and giving us, you know, a chance.
Great pitching matchup on the mound tonight. John Brownell for the Ducks, Matt Wright for the Skeeters. So we'll start with Brownell. What do you expect to see from him tonight after he went out and threw a complete game shutout his last time out?
You just always know he's going to leave it all out there. He's not going to make excuses. He's going to do what he does. He does it every time pretty much. So I'm just expecting a good outing. You know, we're going to have a chance to win, and all we got to do is throw up some runs because he's going to go deep in the game. He always does.
On the other side, Matt Wright, the league leader in strikeouts tonight. What's going to be the key to getting to him, especially early and then often throughout the course of the game?
I usually see him pretty well. I like the way he pitches. He comes at you with the fastball, a little breaking ball, and then I guess he has like a split or something. So we just gotta have good at bats. He can get a little wild. He can get in his head a little bit when stuff starts going wrong. So we just gotta. I feel like we definitely need to grind out some at bats, make him throw some pitches, and make him work a little bit. Because he needs to work a little bit.
And offensively, you guys have scored 16 runs and now 28 hits over the last 2 games. What's going to be the key to keeping that offense going tonight, and how important is it to guarantee yourselves a series victory here tonight?
Well, I feel like everyone's feeling pretty good at the plate. So we just go up there and have good at bats. Team at bats. Have an approach, get the job done when we have a job to do, and I'm sure we'll end up in a good position at the end. And it'd be nice. Of course, after last series, it'd be great to get the second win knocked out of the way and have a chance to sweep.
All right, Phelan, thanks so much for the time. Congratulations on the win last night, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
That is Phelan Lentini, right fielder for the Long Island Ducks. Thank you very much for joining us on the pregame show. And before we take a break, we will have Cassidy Ryder performing our national anthem.
Early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Cassidy Ryder with our national anthem here at Bethpage Ballpark. We'll take a break. When we come back, the starting lineups and first pitch of tonight's game.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks Baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks Baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set. Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks Baseball. Life is better here.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, as we get set for the start of tonight's game. Terrific pitching matchup tonight. Right-hander John Brownell for the Ducks. Right-hander Matt Wright for the Skeeters, the top two in the Atlantic League in strikeouts. More on those two as we go along here in the broadcast. First, we'll give you the starting lineup for the Sugarland Skeeters that will face John Brownell tonight. Brian Barton will lead things off. He is in center field. The second hitter is the first baseman, and tonight that will be Travis Scott. Ryan Langerhans moves down to the number 3 spot. He will hit number 3 and play left field. Delwyn Young, the second baseman, in the cleanup spot. Neil Mitchell is batting 5th tonight. He will play right field. Dominic Ramos, the shortstop, he hits 6th. Michael Rocket plays third base and will bat seventh tonight. Todd Jennings, the former Duck, is the designated hitter. He hits in the number 8 spot. And rounding out the order is the catcher, and that is Danny Lehman. So those are the starting 9 for the Sugarland Skeeters that will face John Brownell tonight of the Long Island Ducks. Ducks enter tonight 13-20 here in the second half. They're 7 games in back of the Somerset Patriots in the Liberty Division standings. In terms of the wild card, the Ducks are 3 games in back of the Lancaster Barnstormers, who, based on the current standings, would hold that final wild card spot to get into the postseason. Ducks are 53-49 overall. As for the Skeeters, they are 19-14 here in the second half. First place by a game and a half in the Freedom Division standings. They are 57-45 overall in 2014. So Brian Barton will step up to the plate. John Brownell is ready to go on the mound. And the first pitch of tonight's ball game is on the way, and it is a fastball outside for ball 1.
Start time of the game is 7:07.
So we get underway at 7:07 p.m. tonight on this Wednesday evening at Bethpage Ballpark. And now the 1-0 from Brownell is a fastball strike on the outside corner.
Transportation Services temperature of tonight's game, 79 degrees.
79 degrees, a bit humid outside, but as of now the rain has passed, all that heavy rain that came through overnight. 1-1, and missed down and in for ball 2. Lots of water on the tarp. The Ducks front office staff and grounds crew tarping the field after last night's 9-2 victory, and this morning saw a lot of water on that tarp because of all the rain that came through last night. 2-1 misses up and inside from Brownell, who's quickly behind 3-1. And not far from here over at Islip MacArthur Airport, record-setting rainfall, over 12 inches of rain overnight. That created havoc all morning long for commuters on Long Island. 3-1 misses down and away for ball 4, so not the start John Brownell was looking for as he walks Brian Barton. And the Skeeters have the leadoff man on here in the top of the first inning.
Back in the second position for the Skeeters, the first baseman, number 16, Travis Scott, number 16.
Barton was hitting .237 with 5 homers and 40 runs batted in. Now Travis Scott, who yesterday was hitting in the number 3 spot, bumped up to the number 2 spot in the order. Barton was hitting second yesterday, now leads off, and Langerhans, who was the leadoff hitter, drops down to number 3 tonight. A little bit of a lineup change there for Gary Gaetti, the manager of the Skeeters. Here's the lefty swinging Scott. Brownell will work out of the stretch. And his first pitch to Scott is on the outside corner for strike 1. Scott enters at .227 on the year, 6 home runs and 40 runs batted in. Third baseman Brendan Harris playing well off the bag with the left-handed hitter at the plate. And now Brownell's 0-1. Kicks and fires, and Scott takes a breaking ball over the inside corner for strike 2. Barton, the runner at first base, 7 stolen bases on the year. He has been caught 5 times. Oh, and 2 the count. Brownell gets the sign from his catcher, Jan Vasquez. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Scott swings and slashes it foul down the left field line. Defensively for the Ducks tonight, Adam Bailey is in left field. Center fielder is Lou Ford, and in right is Phelan Lentini. On the infield from left to right, Brendan Harris at third base. Dan Lyons, the shortstop. Cody Puckett is at second. Joe Ashbrodine around at first, and behind home plate doing the catching for John Brownell is Jan Vasquez. Same exact lineup as last night defensively, with the exception of Vasquez behind the plate for Brandon Vance. And now the 0-2. Scott takes up and inside for ball 1. Brownell, his last time out, a complete game shutout in Southern Maryland. He threw 146 pitches in that start. So we'll see how that start affects his start here tonight against the Skeeters. Barton leads at first, and the 1-2 pitch to Scott is swung and popped up a mile-high foul territory off of first. Joe Ashbrodine settling under it, moving to his left, he'll make the catch. So Scott pops out for the first out of this top of the first inning. So that'll bring Ryan Langerhans to the plate.
Left fielder number 29, Ryan Langerhans, number 29.
Umpires for tonight's game, Richard Katz is behind home plate. Rich Maggio is over at first, and Manolo Alejandro is around at third. So 1 on and 1 out for the Skeeters, and that'll bring up the left fielder Ryan Langerhans, who bats from the left side.
Brownell gets the sign, and here comes his first pitch. It's actually going to be delayed because of a throw over to first, and Barton slides back safely. Mix of sun and clouds overhead. The sun's setting off of the third base stand's entire field in shadow right now. Lights are on all around the ballpark. First pitch on the way to Langerhans this time is taken for a ball. Snap throw to first, not in time, as Barton slides back safely. So right now some puffy clouds overhead. A look at the radar does show a little bit of a cell of red and yellow heading from west to east across Long Island. So the hope is that that will stay away here from Central Islip. 1-0, runner goes, pitch is taken outside for a ball. The throw to second is high. It gets past both Lyons and Puckett and goes into center. And so now Barton will scamper to third on the E2. That'll be a stolen base for Barton, his 8th of the year, and the error on Jan Vasquez, his 4th of the season, allows Barton to go to third. So after playing errorless baseball last night, the Ducks commit an error here in the first, and now a fly ball would give the Skeeters the lead. 2-0 coming from Brownell. He fires, and Langerhans takes a big breaking ball over the outside corner for strike one. Brownell has a good fastball, has some late life on it. He has a breaking ball that went on, is very difficult to hit, and he has a cutter as well. 2-1. That's a weak chopper back to the mound. Now they've got Barton caught off third. Brownell racing him back to third. He has no play, and safe at first base is going to be Langerhans. Well, Brendan Harris didn't get over to third base in time on the comebacker to Brownell, and Barton was able to get back in there safely. So not a good play there for the Ducks, as Brownell got it quickly, and Harris did not get to third base quickly enough.
Young, number 24.
That'll just go down as a straight fielder's choice. Everybody advances, or the batter Langerhans gets to first base. Doesn't get credit for a hit there, but he reaches on the fielder's choice, and nobody ends up scoring. So now it's first and third with one out, and here is Delwyn Young to the plate. First pitch on the way to Young, switch hitter from the left side. He takes low for a ball one. Brownell did the exact right thing there. He got the ball, looked immediately to the runner at third, and Barton was dancing fairly far off of third base. And the Ducks had Barton caught, but Brendan Harris, who was playing off of the third base bag, did not get back in time. 1-0, and Young chops this one weakly here, foul, first base side of the mound. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. So the fielder's choice puts runners at the corners with one out. Sloppy defensive start for the Ducks. The error on Jan Vasquez, who always gets frustrated with himself if he allows a stolen base. And not only was the stolen base allowed, but an extra base on the error. And now a ground ball back to the mound that would have been a second out and likely would have gotten the lead runner. But they can't get the out at third. 1-1 on the way to Young. Brownell fires, and this one is taken outside on a fastball. And the count goes to 2-1. Brownell already at 17 pitches here in the first inning. As the Skeeters being patient with him, and Brownell having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. Barton leads at third, and Langerhans leads at first. The 2-1 is ripped in the air to right field, well hit. Lentini ranging back, he turns and looks, and you can forget it. For the second night in a row, Delwyn Young has homered. This one is a 3-run shot, and the Skeeters lead it 3-0 here in the top of the first inning. Well, John Brownell, who has had trouble this year with the long ball, surrenders a home run here to Delwyn Young. It's his 12th of the season. And he drives in his 56th, 57th, and 58th runs of the year.
Hitting in the fifth position for the Charlotte Skeeters, the right fielder, number 25. Neil Medchill, number 25.
Those will all go down as earned runs, but that is where the defensive miscues hurt for the Ducks. The error by Vasquez on the throwdown is second on the stolen base, and then the comebacker to Brownell where they couldn't get the out at third because nobody was covering. First pitch to Neil Medchill is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. So after going 7 straight games with scoring the first run, the Ducks find themselves in an early hole here. Now an 0-1 pitch on the way, and Mitchell will take outside. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mitchell enters tonight at .237 with 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. Lefty swinger in the 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and in. And Brownell once again behind the count. It's now 2-1. Fans continuing to file in here at Bethpage Ballpark. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good fastball down and away. Mitchell cut right through it. Zana leaving up the count at 2-2. Look off down the left field line. Lots of dark clouds off in the distance down the left field line. Hope that stays to the north of us. 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Brownell gets him to cut through a pitch down and away. That's the 100th strikeout of the year for John Brownell. First strikeout of the ball game, and that's out number 2. Again, Brownell enters tonight second in the Atlantic League in strikeouts. He had 99 entering tonight. That was now his 100th. Trails Matt Wright, the opposing starting pitcher tonight, by now 11. He entered with 111, and with that, lots of fans starting to head up to the concourse. First pitch is taken for a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. The rain has started to fall here at Bethpage Ballpark, so many of the fans making their way up under cover. 0-1. And misses inside, even the count at 1-1. We'll see if maybe they try and get through this inning before they call the tarp out onto the field, if need be. And a heavy cell of yellow and red heading towards Eastern Long Island. Ramos swings and misses here on the fastball, and now behind 1-2. Ramos at .284 on the year, a home run and 31 runs batted in. 1-2 from the Ducks right-hander. Deals, and this is taken down and away. Leaving up the count at 2-2. Ducks staff members waiting down the third base line in the camera well, awaiting for the call if need be to put the tarp on this field. And now the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball missed outside. And that runs the count full. If Ramos reaches, Michael Rocket would be next. 3-0 Skeeters lead early on in the ball game. .3-2 pitch. And this is grounded foul along the third base line. So Ramos stays alive here. Rain coming down a bit heavier now here at Bethpage Ballpark. Brownell from the wind, and the 3-2 pitch is low for ball 4. So Brownell walks Ramos. And now the runner at first with 2 out. Now they're going to call the tarp onto the field. So with 2 outs here in the first inning, Skeeters leading 3-0. The rain has started to pick up, and both teams now called off the field because of the rain delay. So the Skeeters have the early lead. And now here, after over a foot of rain fell last night, a small cell of rain coming through here tonight at Bethpage Ballpark will delay the game in the top of the first inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with updates for you from the rain delay here at Bethpage Ballpark. Keep you updated on the status of the game here, as well as on the Ducks official Twitter account. That's twitter.com/LIDucks. So please stay tuned there, and we'll keep you updated as to the status of tonight's game as soon as we can.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. Hi, I'm Chris King, the radio and TV voice of your Long Island Ducks. 2004 was a very special season for the Ducks, both on and off the field. From the first pitch of spring training until the final out of their championship victory, there were packed houses, nail-biting wins, and enough excitement to last a lifetime. During the Ducks' first ever trip to the Atlantic League playoffs, each of their 6 games was decided by just 1 run, with the Ducks winning 5 of those. In putting together this championship DVD, we'll take a walk down memory lane and take you step by step through the Long Island Ducks 2004 Atlantic League Championship. Following another close call at the end of the 2003 season, the Ducks had finished second in 6 of 8 halves through their first 4 seasons of play and still had never qualified for a playoff spot. After a winter full of organizational meetings and player signings, the team headed down to spring training loaded with talent, brimming with confidence, and eager to prove that this team was different.
Well, when we got down to spring training, it was we kind of realized that this was kind of a special group of guys, and we all clicked from the very beginning. And our mission was, you know, if we're going to be in the independent league and nobody's going to give us an opportunity to go play in organized ball, then we're going to try to do the absolute best that we can with our team. And like I said, we felt like we had a special talent and a special group of guys, and it was our goal to go out and win the championship.
He is all business on that 5th day. I tell you, he has his good times and whatever, and keeps everybody loose up to that point, and then it's business day.
I expect to win, and I expect to win pretty much with the whole pitching staff. When you get Bill out there, he's going to fight you. He's going to fight you to the end. He never wants to come out, and that's always good.
Of the 25 players on Long Island's opening day roster, 14 had major league experience, highlighted by a pitching staff that featured Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, Matt DeWitt, Bill Seamus, and Lance Davis, all of whom had experienced success at the big league level.
Every spring training, especially with the Ducks, you go into it of not knowing how long you're going to keep your guys, and that's always a concern. But when we walked out on the field the first day, when Pulsifer and Seamus showed up, there was no longer any worry of what type of clubhouse we were going to have. The camaraderie was there just with those 2 individuals, and as a coach, as a manager, when you know your camaraderie is good, it solves a lot of problems. So everybody else was going to fit into place. Previous year,
Got off great. If somehow or another the guys get picked up, which is what the league is for.
Island through the first 4 innings. After Jason Johnson singled to break up the no-no, Rusty McNamara scalded a shot down the left field line that scored Doug Jennings for the first Long Island run. Matt Garrick followed that with a sac fly to left that plated Johnson, cutting the Camden lead to 3-2. In the 7th, Long Island took the lead good as Matt a storybook ending to a magical season, original Duck Justin Davies was named the Atlantic League Championship Series MVP. Thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. The Ducks had completed their sweep of the Camden River Sharks, and they were now the champions of the Atlantic League. Following a wild post-game clubhouse celebration, owner Frank Bolton commandeered the championship hardware to ensure its safety.
Well, I've had other trophies in other leagues. Like I said, I've won championships, and I know that's probably a really good idea for the owner or the person in charge to take that trophy, because it could end up along the Dusty Trail in any one of the local establishments in the Philadelphia area. So I thought best that I take the trophy home, that it would get home, and it would be pretty much safe. If anyone's seen that trophy, it's got a few dings in it, and I'm sure that maybe in past years that didn't go directly to the front office.
God, we just are having so much fun right now. We really are.
Well, good evening, fans. Thanks so much for sticking with us here through this rain delay at Bethpage Ballpark in central Islip, New York. We apologize for some technical difficulties that we had. The rain just came down incredibly fast and incredibly hard. It was a slow start to the rain delay, and then all of a sudden the skies opened up and heavy rain fell for a good 10 to 15 minutes. Just a hard, drenching rainfall for about 10 to 15 minutes when it finally let up. But the warning tracks here at Bethpage Ballpark all the way around almost appear to be a moat, just heavy standing water all around the warning tracks. And right now the Ducks front office staff and grounds crew is out on the field doing a lot of maintenance on both the infield and the warning track to try and squeegee and get all that water, that standing collected puddles of water off of the warning track and make this field playable. Same thing with the infield. They are currently putting down some turf and product to try and get the field playable. The scheduled announced restart time was 8:20 p.m., so that is what they are shooting for, is 8:20 p.m., but the plan is to resume play tonight. Again, we are in the top of the first inning. The Skeeters have a 3-0 lead on a 3-run home run by Delwyn Young, his second homer in as many nights, and John Brownell just walked Dominic Ramos to keep the inning going. So it is 3-0 Skeeters, runner at first with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. And again, we'll keep you updated here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, liducks.com as well, as to the status of today's game and when we will be able to resume play. We'll also keep you updated on the Ducks official Twitter account, twitter.com/liducks. So stick with us here. We appreciate your patience. Apologize for the inconvenience during this rain delay, but we promise you we will keep you updated as to the status of this game as soon as possible. For now, we'll leave you with the soundtrack of the 2004 championship DVD.
2004 Long Island Ducks, a season to remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. Hi, I'm Chris King, the radio and TV voice of your Long Island Ducks. 2004 was a very special season for the Ducks, both on and off the field. From the first pitch of spring training until the final out of their championship victory, there were packed houses, nail-biting wins, and enough excitement to last a lifetime. During the Ducks' first ever trip to the Atlantic League playoffs, each of their 6 games was decided by just 1 run, with the Ducks winning 5 of those. In putting together this championship DVD, we'll take a walk down memory lane and take you step by step through the Long Island Ducks' 2004 Atlantic League Championship. Following another close call at the end of the 2003 season, the Ducks had finished second in 6 of 8 halves through their first 4 seasons of play and still had never qualified for a playoff spot. After a winter full of organizational meetings and player signings, the team headed down to spring training loaded with talent, brimming with confidence, and eager to prove that this team was different.
Well, when we got down to spring training, it was we kind of realized that this was kind of a special group of guys. And we all clicked from the very beginning, and our mission was, you know, if we're going to be in the independent league and nobody's going to give us an opportunity to go play in organized ball, then we're going to try to do the absolute best that we can with our team. And like I said, we felt like we had a special talent and a special group of guys, and it was our goal to go out and win the championship.
He is all business on that 5th day. I tell you, he has his good times and whatever, and keeps everybody loose up to that point. And then, it's business day.
I expect to win, and I expect to win pretty much with the whole pitching staff. When you get Bill out there, he's going to fight you. He's going to fight you to the end. He never wants to come out, and that's always good.
Of the 25 players on Long Island's opening day roster, 14 had major league experience, highlighted by a pitching staff that featured Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, Matt DeWitt, Bill Seamus, and Lance Davis, all of whom had experienced success at the big league level.
Every spring training, especially with the Ducks, you go into it of not knowing how long you're going to keep your guys, and that's always a concern. But when we walked down on the field the first day, when Pulsifer and Seamus showed up, there was no longer any worry of what type of clubhouse we were going to have. The camaraderie was there just with those two individuals, and as a coach, as a manager, when you know your camaraderie is good, it solves a lot of problems. So everybody else was going to fit into place. All the guys that we had from the previous year, we knew were very good guys, very good individuals, and we pride ourselves with the Ducks of bringing in good individuals, not just statistics, but they got to be good people to play here. And as soon as we had those two guys, we knew we were set.
As the season began, Long Island came out of the gates on fire, emerging victorious in each of their first 6 games.
4, and the Ducks win the game. Final score, Long Island Ducks 5, Pennsylvania Road Warriors 4.
By the end of the season's first month, Long Island was on a roll, in first place with a 16-7 record.
We had a lot of guys returning from the year before. It was myself and Barty and Doug and JJ and stuff. Well, those guys, you know, I know they remember the hurt that we felt in that last game and how close we were to it. And then getting guys like Pulsifer and Seamus and Lance and Beach and those guys in the beginning of the year, we knew we had a staff that could take us all the way. Of course, the big question was how long were we going to have them for? You know, which comes across every year with the Ducks, is that we start off great, and if somehow or another the guys get picked up, which is what the league is for, and you know, but it hurts our team club, and we never seem to make the playoffs because we got guys leaving, and sometimes you just can't replace those guys.
By mid-June, however, 3 of Long Island's top pitchers had been signed to major league organizational deals. Clint Weibel was the first to go, followed by Matt DeWitt and Matt Beach. Following their departures, the Ducks hit a skid, and, following a July 5th loss at the hands of the Nashua Pride, found themselves 1 game behind the arch-rival Bridgeport Bluefish with just 7 games remaining in the season's first half. Despite regaining their footing in the following series against Pennsylvania, the Ducks found themselves needing a sweep of Bridgeport in the half's final series in order to earn a berth in the Atlantic League playoffs. All the Bluefish needed was 1 victory in the 3-game set, and the Ducks' playoff hopes would be dashed yet again. And the Ducks would have to do it against their arch rivals on the road in a ballpark in which their playoff dreams died in the last week of the 2000 season. They'd also have to do it in a ballpark where they'd only won 13 times in 37 games coming into the season. You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
The 3-game series with Bridgeport during the July 10th through the 12th was quite an exciting series, and it was great to have the fans coming over. I mean, there was so many little facets of that particular series that was going into play that not a lot of people, unless you had been around and been a part of the Long Island Duck organization for a while, would really understand the complexity of it. With that veteran team that we had, you know, we knew that if we just went in and played 1 game at a time, which is, of course, very cliche, but yet it's very applicable for the situation. You know, if we win the first couple of games, you know, that we would put the pressure back on them, and that's what we did. The Monday night game, you know, after it being called after the 9 innings, was very frustrating for all of us, both teams in general.
I know the feeling after the game of that last night when it was raining. We were in the clubhouse and we were going, this can't happen. I mean, we can't end it like this. We had just come back. I mean, we battled our butts off. And so did Bridgeport. I mean, it was a great series that we played against them. We beat them the first 2 games of the series. It came down to that last game. They had scored a couple runs in the beginning, and we fought back to tie it. And you know, it came down to the 9th inning, and we were playing in the rain the whole game. And when they called the game and took us off the field because of the rain, it was like kind of mind-boggling. It's like, what are we doing? We've been playing in this for 9 innings. I'm like, just all it takes is we finished 9 innings. the next person to score will win.
So the Long Island Ducks headed home. The July 12th game was declared a tie, with a new August 9th game rescheduled to be played in its entirety and no playoff spot yet secured. Despite the fact that they had come so far, the Ducks had no closure. The second half would begin on Friday night, but there was still 4 weeks of baseball to play before the first half champion would be declared.
Well, so we start the second half of the season. We don't know who the first half champion is, and we're going to play that game 2.5, 3 weeks out. It really kept the tension around here at a certain pitch. Certainly kept all the fans' interest. We started to point our whole season towards one game, and that's sort of good and it's sort of bad. For the fans, it was high drama. For us in our organization, it was high drama. For the ball players, so we were all focused in on that August 9th game.
And while the Ducks would have to wait for their chance to play for their first ever playoff spot, they would continue their pursuit of individual and team records that would fall during the magical 2004 season.
Welcome back inside Bethpage Ballpark here in Central Islip, New York. My name is Michael Pollack, and thank you so much for sticking with us during the rain delay here at the Duck Pond. At about 7:15 p.m. in the top of the first inning, the skies opened up here. It started out with some light rain, and then all of a sudden the skies opened up. Tarp came on the field, and after the tarp was on the field, the skies really opened up, and for a good 10 to 15 minutes, we had an absolute monsoon here at Bethpage Ballpark. Just heavy rain falling down in buckets. The warning track, the field quickly was drenched, and by the time it was all said and done, a lot of standing water and puddles around the warning track. But give a big 2 thumbs up to the grounds crew and the front office staff for the Ducks for getting the tarp off the field and getting the field ready to go. They are still working on the warning tracks right now, especially on the infield and in the corners in the outfield, to try and get as much of that standing water scooped up and away from the playing surface to make sure that there is no risk of any bad injuries with that. John Brownell will stick in this game for the Ducks. He had given up 3 runs so far through the first 2/3 of an inning. He has allowed 2 walks and just 1 hit, a 3-run home run to right by Delwyn Young with 1 out in the first inning. The Ducks with a little bit of sloppy defense early on a throwing error by the catcher Jan Vasquez down to second base on a stolen base attempt from Brian Barton, and then a fielder's choice grounder by Ryan Langerhans back to the mound, in which they had Brian Barton caught off of third base. However, Brendan Harris did not get over to third base in time to try and get him out, and so he was safe, as was the runner at first, Langerhans, and that led to the 3-run home run by Delwyn Young. So we are ready to go. We will resume play here with a runner at first, 2 out. Michael Rocket stepping up to the plate for Sugar Land, the 7th man to bat in this inning against John Brownell. So the line, and from the stretch, the pitch from Brownell. It is delivered and swung on and popped up. Third base side, the shortstop lines, the third baseman Harris converging, and it is going to be Lyons who will make the call and the catch. And that will end the inning after a rain delay of 1 hour and 7 minutes. So in the inning for Sugar Land, they get 3 runs on just 1 hit, 1 big error, and they leave 1 on base. Through a half inning, it is the Skeeters 3 and the Long Island Ducks coming to bat.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Pavers, Nicoloc Pavers, pave your way.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, we head to the bottom of the first inning. 3-0 Skeeters lead it after a 1 hour and 7-minute rain delay in the top of the first inning. The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. So we will see how the rain delay affects the starting pitchers. John Brownell stayed in for the Ducks and got a first pitch pop out to end the inning. And now Matt Wright, who was ready to go for a 7:05 start time, had to wait through a long top of the first and had to wait through an hour and 7-minute rain delay. And now about an hour and 20 minutes after the original scheduled first pitch, he finally takes the mound and delivers a first pitch fastball strike to Phelan Lantini. We'll go through the Ducks lineup momentarily as Wright gets ready to deliver an 0-1. Wines, fires, and Lantini swings and misses for strike 2. Phelan Lantini, the right fielder, leading off. Brendan Harris, the third baseman, bats second. Lou Ford in the number 3 spot. He is the center fielder, and the cleanup hitter is the DH, Bill Hall. 0-2 from Wright on the way, and Lantini checks his swing and takes outside for ball 1. Adam Bailey's in left field batting 5th. Cody Puckett, the second baseman, hits 6th. Joe Ashbrodine over at first base will bat 7th. Hitting 8th, doing the catching is Jan Vasquez, and the shortstop Dan Lyons rounds out the order. Lantini grounds this one weakly here to short, charging in Ramos. He fields, throws to first in time for the out. And there's one away in the bottom of the first inning. For the ground out, Lantini was at .310 with 4 homers and 50 runs batted in.
Back in the second position for Long Island, the third baseman, number 25, Brendan Harris, number 25.
So with one away, that will bring up Brendan Harris, the third baseman, batting from the right side, hitting in the number 2 spot. We'll give you some of the numbers on Matt Wright momentarily. First pitch on the way from the right-hander, and Harris will swing and foul this one off to the first base side, out of play. Wright is 7-8 on the year, 3.58 ERA through 20 starts this year. He has a league-leading 111 strikeouts through 120 and 2/3 innings, 43 walks, and 107 hits. The 0-1 is swung and grounded to the left side. The third baseman rocket to his left, fields and throws in time for the out. So Harris is retired for out number 2. Defensively for the Skeeters tonight, it is Ryan Langerhans in left field, Brian Barton in center, and Neil Medchill around in right. On the infield from left to right, Michael Rocket is the third baseman, Dominic Ramos at short. Delwyn Young is at second base. The first baseman is Travis Scott, and behind home plate doing the catching for Matt Wright is Danny Lehman. So with 2 out and the base is empty, Lou Ford will step up to the plate. Ford hitting in the number 3 spot and batting from the right side. Right out of the windup, and the first pitch on the way is a fastball strike over the inside corner, 0-1. Ford enters at .335 on the year, 12 home runs and 68 runs batted in. Now the 0-1, and this is popped up in the air, foul territory, first base side, long run for Scott towards the stands. This will land back in the second row, and the count quickly 0-2. So after a rocky start for John Brownell and the long wait, Matt Wright is now 1 strike away from a perfect 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. And that has to be a positive sign if you are manager Gary Gaetti after having to see your starter wait over an hour and 20 minutes from the original scheduled first pitch to throw. 0-2, and Ford swings and misses for strike 3, cuts right through the fastball. First strikeout of the night for Matt Wright, and that ends a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. So we will head to the second here at Bethpage Ballpark. Skeeters lead it 3-0 over the Ducks.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
We head to the second inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. Sugar Land Skeeters with an early 3-0 lead over the Long Island Ducks. And it'll be the 8-9-1 hitters for Sugar Land against John Brownell, Todd Jennings, followed by Danny Lehman and Brian Barton. First pitch on the way to Todd Jennings, and he'll take a fastball strike from John Brownell. It's also time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. 0-1. Jennings takes low and outside. Ducks made one roster move today. Brett Lauren was placed on the inactive list. He is currently suffering from a groin injury. 1-1. Now the fastball's on the outside corner for strike two. He'll be out about a week. So with him being inactive for about a week, the Ducks also signed and activated left-handed pitcher Doug Arguello, an Atlantic Leaguer of the last 2 years. 1-2. He's low and outside for ball two. Arguello pitched last year with these Sugar Land Skeeters at the end of the season and in the playoffs, and then pitched in 2012 with the Somerset Patriots. And now his third Atlantic League team as he becomes a member of the Long Island Ducks today, a left-hander. 2-2. Swinging a pop-up in the air down the right field line. Phelan Lantini drifting over to his left and in. He'll make the catch. So Todd Jennings is retired, and that is out number one here in the second inning. That was Jennings' first at-bat as a Skeeter after recently being signed. Jennings was a former Duck, spent a brief amount of time with Long Island during the 2010 season. And now the catcher, Danny Lehman, will be the ninth hitter in the lineup for Sugar Land, and he will be the second hitter of this second inning. First pitch on the way from John Brownell. The fastball is taken upstairs for ball one. Also of note, John Malone is out on the disabled list. He was placed on the DL yesterday. He's dealing with an arm injury. The Ducks reinstated Rob Whitenack to the active list as a corresponding roster move. Here, Lehman pops it up down the right field line shallow again. Another long run for Lantini. Crosses in a foul ground. This time he won't be able to get it as it one hops off the warning track and into the seats. This one just too far out of his reach. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. So that is the Ducks Health Report. John Malone and Brett Lauren both out right now. Malone on the DL and Lauren on the inactive list. The Ducks adding two pitchers to help their bullpen in Rob Whitenack and Doug Arguello. 1-1 from the right-hander. Deals and Lehman takes outside for ball two. Lehman had 278 on the year, no home runs and 9 runs batted in. From the windup, 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled right back to the screen behind home plate. So Brownell works the count even at 2-2. Brownell had to throw 31 pitches in that first inning and had an hour, 7-minute rain delay in there as well. 2-2. Swinging a pop-up foul first base side into the seats. That was out of play. Goes off of the roof and comes back down below. So we'll do it once again with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Skeeters have a 3-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. 2-2 pitch, and Lehman takes low. Fastball just missed below the knees. That runs the count full. Brian Barton waiting on deck. And here's the payoff pitch. It is taken inside for ball 4. Third walk already tonight for John Brownell, a very rare sign from the right-hander. So Lehman throws the walk, and now runner at first with one away for Brian Barton. Brownell has had a bit of trouble with walks over his last 3 starts. He walked 3 his last time out August 8th, but threw 9 innings. Walked 5 over 8 innings on August 2nd against York, and walked 3 over 7 1/3, July 28th at Bridgeport. Before that point, he hadn't walked 3 or more batters in a game since June 7th. That's now 4 straight starts with 3 or more walks for John Brownell, and certainly not something that he is happy with. We'll have to try and battle through here tonight. Here is Barton, who drew a walk to open the game. Brownell will work out of the stretch. And his first pitch to Barton is a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Barton had walked, stole second base, went to third when the throw to second went into center field. The error by Jan Vasquez, and then scored on the homer from Delwyn Young. Now Brownell's 0-1. Pitch on the way, and this is fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Brownell entering tonight 12-6 on the year, leads the Atlantic League in victories. 3.62 ERA, 21 games, all of them starts. Has 1 shutout. He's also the Atlantic League leader in complete games this year, with 5 complete games, and the league leader in innings pitched entering tonight with 146 1/3. 0-2. And Barton takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 3. There's a second strikeout of the night for John Brownell. Barton goes down looking, and 2 away in the second inning. In the 146.1 innings for Brownell this year, he's allowed 147 hits, 44 walks, and entered tonight with 99 strikeouts. But we mentioned earlier when he gave up the home run to Delwyn Young, one of the issues for Brownell this year has been the home run ball. He is now, with that home run, allowed 20 on the season, 4 behind Gabriel Hernandez of Southern Maryland for most in the Atlantic League. First pitch to Travis Scott here is grounded to the right side. Cody Puckett to his left will field and throw to Brodeen at first for the out. And a nice rebound inning for Brownell in the second as he tosses a scoreless inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left on base. Through an inning and a half, it is the Skeeters 3 and the Ducks 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the park night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
To the bottom of the second inning we go. The Long Island Ducks trail the Sugarland Skeeters by a count of 3-0. And Matt Wright goes back out to the mound for his second inning of work. Again, this is game 2 of a 3-game series between these two teams. They'll close it out tomorrow night at 7:05. The Ducks won the first game of the series last night, 9-2 over the Skeeters. They pounded out 15 hits. And really a terrific team win for the Ducks, who got a great performance from the offense. A good start from Mitch Talbot over the first 3 innings, all scoreless. But then he suffered an injury, and the bullpen needed to step up with 6 innings of relief. They threw 6 innings, allowed just 2 runs. So an impressive performance by the bullpen last night in relief. And the Ducks won it 9-2. Their second straight game with 7 or more runs and with 13 or more hits. So here's Matt Wright to face Bill Hall in the second. The first pitch is taken for a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Hall enters tonight with a .206 batting average, 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. He swings from the right side. And the 0-1 from the Skeeters right-hander is taken outside. And the count even up at 1-1. Hall, the cleanup hitter and designated hitter for Long Island. From the windup, here's the pitch, and Hall will take low and inside. He gets ahead 2-1. A good start for Wright tonight as he got 2 groundouts and a strikeout for a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. 2-1 pitch. Hall swings and misses. Been out in front, and the count out 2-2. Infield for the most part straight away. The second baseman Young shades Hall slightly up the middle. Now the 2-2 from Wright. Winds and fires, and Hall takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 3. So Hall strikes out looking, second strikeout for Wright. And there's the first out of the second inning. Good portion of the fans, in fact most of them sticking around through that hour and 7-minute rain delay. Nice crowd on hand here tonight. The first 1,500 of them in attendance received a back-to-back championship logo cap, courtesy of Ridgewood Savings Bank. Many of them sporting those caps in attendance here tonight. So with 1 away, here is Adam Bailey to the plate, batting from the left side, and the first pitch from Wright is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Bailey flirting with the 300 mark. He's at .299 for his batting average, team high 14 home runs, and has driven in 65 runs this season. 0-1, and he takes it down and away to even up the count at a ball and a strike. Bailey has been red hot of late, had a great game last night, and trying to continue that success here tonight. 1-1, swing and a miss. Bailey out in front of that pitch from Matt Wright. And the Skeeters right-hander throwing strikes here early on. He's ahead 1-2 on Adam Bailey. The line in the pitch, and Bailey swings and fouls this one off at home plate. I think that caught the mask of home plate umpire Richard Katz. Fans give him a nice applause here at Bethpage Ballpark. Hard foul ball off the bat of Bailey, and looked like that caught Richard Katz either in the mask or at the top of the head. And he seems okay. Now the 1-2 from the Skeeters right-hander. Pitch on the way, and Bailey takes outside. That'll even up the count at 2-2. Wright took the losses last time out. That was on August 8th at York last Friday. 2-2. Check swing on a high pitch. They appeal down to third. Manolo Alejandro says he did not go around, so that'll run the count full. In that start, Wright allowed 4 runs on 8 hits over 5 innings. Walked 2, struck out 5 in a 7-1 defeat. Here comes the payoff pitch. And Bailey will swing and hit one high in the air down the left field line. Long run for the third baseman Rocket. He is not going to get it. It drops in for a base hit. Bailey stopped at first. Now will head to second, and he's in there safely with a double. So Adam Bailey picks up the double first hit, first base runner of the night for the Ducks, and for Bailey it is his 19th double of the season. So, runner at second base with 1 out. And that will bring Cody Puckett to the plate, second baseman, batting from the right side in the 6th spot. Wright will now have to work out of the stretch, and the first pitch is swung and hit high in the air to left field, shallow. Moving in is Ryan Langerhans. He will make the catch. So on one pitch, Cody Puckett is retired, and that is the second out of the second inning. So Puckett heads back to the first base dugout, and with 2 away, that'll leave it up to the first baseman, Joash Brodeen. Obviously, there is still plenty of time in this game. We are just in the bottom of the second inning. And with Bailey leading at second, Ducks would like to try and cut into this 3-0 deficit. Here is Brodeen, and the first pitch from right is swung on and lifted in the air, shallow left field, going out to shortstop Ramos. He will make the running catch. So after the Ducks get a double, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and the Ducks are retired without scoring a run. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We will head to the third with the Skeeters leading 3-0.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Labor is on the move. PEF.
They are the Public Employees Federation.
They know it's time for workers to unite, to speak out, to demand government accountability for the way public services are delivered.
They provide healthcare services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled.
They're the Public Employees Federation. PEF.
The problem-solving union. PEF is the union that cares for the community. Learn more at pef.org. PEF. Labor on the move.
We go to inning number 3 here at Bethpage Ballpark with the Skeeters holding a 3-0 lead over the Long Island Ducks. Fans, every double play that the Ducks turn this season is presented by the New York State Public Employees Federation, PEF, the problem-solving union providing health care services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled. New York State Public Employees Federation, the union that cares for the community. So we go to inning number 3. Skeeters ahead by 3, and they will send up their 3, 4, and 5 hitters against John Brownell. It'll be Ryan Langerhans, Delwyn Young, and Neil Medchill.
Left fielder number 29, Ryan Langerhans, number 29.
So here is Langerhans to bat from the left side. He reached on that wacky fielder's choice in the top of the first inning. We'll describe it after the first pitch from Brownell. First pitch on the way, and Langerhans lines one into right center field for a base hit. Over to his right is Lentini. He will cut it off and fire it back in. Langerhans on for the second time tonight. In that first inning, he hit a weak chopper back to the mound. Brownell fielded it and looked over to the runner at third, Barton, and was able to see that Barton was too far off the bag. Looked like they would get him in a rundown. He chased him back to third. However, Brendan Harris was not at the third base bag and nobody covering, so Barton was able to scamper back safely. By the time Brownell turned to first, there was no chance to get Langerhans, so he reached it safely on the fielder's choice. And then Delwyn Young followed with a homer. Speaking of Young, here he comes to the plate. And the first pitch from Brownell is a fastball strike, 0-1. Young homered in his first at bat, a 3-run shot over the right field wall. His 12th homer of the season and second in as many nights. He hit a solo homer off of Josh Lansford, leading off the 6th last night. Oh, 1 misses up and away for ball 1 to Young. Overall in last night's game, Young was 2 for 4 at the plate with the homer, the RBI, and 2 runs scored. He also picked up his 16th double of the year. Right spot in the Skeeters lineup last night. 1-1. That just missed the outside corner. And now the count goes to 2-1 on the Sugarland second baseman. Runner at first with nobody out. Brownell comes set. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate. I'll run the count even. Third baseman Brendan Harris plays well off the bag at third for the switch hitting Delwyn Young, who bats from the left side. Middle infielders are at double play depth. And the 2-2 pitch from John Brownell is on the way. Kicks and fires, and Young swings, pops it foul behind the plate. Aside from here, 4 other games going on in the Atlantic League today. Bluefish and the Blue Crabs playing a doubleheader down in Southern Maryland. Every other game in the Atlantic League last night was rained out. And in Game 1, a walk-off win for the Blue Crabs in 7 innings, 9-8 the final score. Jake Brown got the win for Southern Maryland, and Tim Gustafson got the loss for Bridgeport. Prentice Redmond had 2 homers for Bridgeport as Young fouls this one off to the first base side. Prentice Redmond had 2 homers, now up to 14 on the year. Ramon Castro hit his second for Bridgeport, and Jermaine Mitchell hit his third for Southern Maryland. Game 2 going on right now, and it's the Bluefish leading the Blue Crabs 2-1 top of the second inning. 2-2 from Brownell. Runner goes from first and misses up and away for a ball. The throw to second, right on the money, and out at second base is Ryan Langerhans. Much better throw that time from Jan Vasquez, a 2-6 caught stealing, and one away here in the third. So Langerhans now has been caught stealing 3 times in 9 stolen base attempts this year. Count now full of 3-2 on Delwyn Young. And the payoff from Brownell. He swung on and lifted high in the air to deep right center field. Lou Ford drifting back. He has a beat on this one. He'll make the catch. So Young gave it a ride, but Ford tracks it down for the second out. So again, 2-1 Bluefish in the top of the second down in Southern Maryland. Julio Rodriguez starting for Bridgeport and Brian Brenning for the Blue Crabs. They are currently in the bottom of the 7th in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Patriots have a 2-1 lead over the Barnstormers tonight at Clipper Magazine Stadium. David Percy started for Somerset. Daniel Herrera now in the game. Dan Osterbach started for Lancaster, and it is now Pete Andrelzik who is pitching. First pitch on the way to Neil Medchill from Brownell, and he takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. RBIs from Adam Donahue and Luis Montanez for Somerset. Gabe Jacobo has the only RBI for Lancaster. 0-1, misses outside for ball 1. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning in Camden tonight. Revolution have a 4-1 lead over the River Sharks. Corey Thurman starting for York, Futeni starting for Camden. Both are still in the game. York has RBIs from Espinosa, Green, and Valdez. Camden with the only RBI coming from Jose Julio Ruiz. Swing and a miss by Mitchell, and the count goes to 1-2. Yankees and Orioles playing down in Baltimore tonight. Yankees have a 2-1 lead as they play in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-2 pitch from Brownell, and Mitchell swings and misses for strike 3, chasing down and away. Mitchell's now struck out twice tonight, and for Brownell, his 3rd strikeout of the game. So after the leadoff single, nothing doing for Sugar Land. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Sugar Land 3, Long Island nothing.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 3-0 Skeeters lead it over the Ducks, and when Neil Medchill struck out to end the top of the 3rd, that was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. And did you know A 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That is 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. 8-9-1 in the order for the Ducks against Matt Wright in the third. Jan Vasquez to lead off, and he will swing at the first pitch and foul it right back behind home plate for strike one. Ball comes back down below and is grabbed by a fan in the front row of section 202. Right out in front of our broadcast booth. So the count 0-1 here on Vasquez. Switch hitter from the left side and the 0-1. They swung on it, fouled, back behind the plate again, this time off to our left. Ricochets off the facing of the suite level and heads downstairs. And the count now 0-2. Vasquez enters at .213 on the year, 2 homers, 16 runs batted in. And the 0-2 pitch, swung on and hit high in the air down the right field line. Long run for Medchill towards the line, and he will make the catch in fair territory, having to avoid some of the water that is still on the warning track down the right field line. That is out number 1, as Vasquez flies to right. So finishing up the out-of-town scoreboard here, again, Yankees 2-1 through 6 innings. They lead it over the Orioles down in Baltimore. Michael Pineda started for the Yankees, his first start since May. Allowed just 1 run on 2 hits over 5 innings, so a nice return. Dylan Betances is now in the game. Chris Tillman started. He is still in for the Orioles. Ryan Flaherty has the RBI for the Orioles, and Francisco Cervelli with a 2-run home run, his second homer of the year for the Yankees. First pitch, outside for ball 1 to Dan Lyons, 9-hitter and shortstop. Mets trail 2-1 to the Washington Nationals at Citi Field in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Ripped right at the third baseman, Michael Rocket, and Lyons is retired for the second out. Oh, what a bad break for Lyons. You can't hit a ball much harder than Lyons just hit that one. And he hit it right at the glove side of Michael Rocket. So Rocket catches the Rocket, and with 2 out, that'll bring up Phelan Lentini. Mets got their run on a fielding error from Kevin Franzen. That scored Lucas Duda. Bryce Harper and Kevin Franzen each had sacrifice flies to account for the Nationals' runs. Bartolo Colon, the starter, still in for the Mets. Jordan Zimmerman, the starter, still in for the Nationals. So that does it for the out-of-town scoreboard. First pitch to Lentini, grounded to short. Right there is Dominic Ramos. He fields, throws to first in time for the out. And on 1 pitch, Lentini is retired. Wright has needed just 29 pitches to get through 3 innings. And through those 3, it is the Skeeters 3, the Ducks nothing.
Hi, this is Josh Brodeen, first baseman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quackerjack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Well, we go to the 4th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. Skeeters have a 3-0 lead here early on, and it is time for today's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Well, we mentioned the great pitching matchup tonight between John Brownell and Matt Wright. Wright, the Atlantic League leader in strikeouts, as he now has a total of 113 on the year. John Brownell is second in the league with 102. Through the first 3 innings of tonight's ball game. We want to know who was the last Long Island Ducks pitcher to lead the league in strikeouts at the end of the season. Brownell came close last year, as he struck out 133, which was a franchise record, but was 6 shy of Chris Cody's 139, Cody of the Revolution. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Dominic Ramos. So we want to know who the last Ducks pitcher was to lead the Atlantic League in strikeouts. 1-0, and Ramos swings and grounds it to short. Dan Lyons fields, and his throw to first is in time to retire Ramos, and that is out number 1 here in the 4th inning. So one shortstop ground to the other shortstop. Ramos now 0 for 1 with a walk in the game. And with 1 away, that'll bring up the third baseman, Michael Rocket. First pitch on the way, and this is popped out foul. First base side out of play, and the count goes to 0-1. Quacker Jack out in front of the broadcast booth here, taking photos with some of the fans here at the Duck Pond tonight. 0-1, fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Brownell has settled in after the rocky first inning in which he walked 2 and allowed the 3-run home run. Since then, he's allowed just a walk and a single, but nothing further. And the 0-2 on the way here to Rocket is swung on and fouled back behind home plate. Again, Brownell coming off of a complete game shutout win, his first shutout of the year, down in Southern Maryland last Friday, as he allowed just 4 hits over 9 innings, walked 3, and struck out 8. Here a breaking ball chopped weakly foul third base side, and the count 0-2. That was 1 shy, the 8 strikeouts of a season high of 9, which was done on June 2nd here against Lancaster, and that was also a complete game. The 8 strikeouts was much more Brownell-like compared to his previous 3 starts. As Rocket swings and misses for strike 3. That is strikeout number 4 of the night for Brownell. And there are 2 away. Brownell, in his 4 starts before his last one, had struck out 3 on August 2nd, 3 on July 28th, 2 on July 23rd, and 2 on July 18th. It's a little bit shocking. Brownell usually is a 5 strikeout or more guy in each start, but had gone into a little bit of a strikeout drought. Now has 4 strikeouts already here tonight. The first pitch to Todd Jennings, is fouled back behind home plate. And the count 0-1. Jennings flied to right his first time up. Rocket is now 0 for 2 with that strikeout. He had popped to short in his first at bat. (0-1). Missed inside and low, and even the count at 1-1. To this point, Brownell has thrown a total of 69 pitches, 42 for strikes. 31 of those 69 coming in the first inning. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big breaking ball. He was way out in front, and the count 1-2. And obviously the Ducks hoping he can give them length tonight, having needed 6 innings out of their bullpen last night. 2 from Bob Zimmerman, and then 1 apiece from Josh Lansford, Sergio Perez, Eric Neeson, and David Kopp. 1-2. Breaking ball came up and inside on Jennings. Went up over his head as he ducked down. The count is 2-2. Right-handers ready from the windup. Here's the pitch. And the fastball misses low for ball 3. Zimmerman likely not available tonight. He threw an inning 2 nights ago and then 2 innings last night. Josh Lansford also had to throw several pitches in that 1 inning of relief. To be specific, he threw 13. Breaking balls popped up foul, first base side. This will drift into the crowd. And the count will stay 3-2. So Lansford, Kevin Byers would like to stay away from, but there is the possibility he could pitch. And David Kopp, who threw 16 pitches, is another one that Kevin Byers would like to stay away from if possible, but we will have to wait and see. Perez only threw 10 pitches, and Neeson only threw 8. 3-2. Jennings lines it back up the middle into center field for a base hit. So the 8-hitter for Sugar Land gets his first hit as a Skeeter in his second at bat as he singles to center. And with 2 away, 1 on, that'll bring up catcher Danny Lehman.
Sugar Land catcher number 3, Danny Lehman, number 3.
Third hit of the game for the Skeeters. They have 3 runs on 3 hits. The Ducks no runs on 1 hit and 1 error. So with 2 away and 1 on, Skeeters have had at least 1 on in every inning. That'll bring up the catcher and 9-hitter Danny Lehman. First pitch on the way, and he will take a fastball down and away for ball 1. Lehman drew a walk his first time to the plate. Did not play in yesterday's game. And the 1-0 from Brownell. Missed upstairs. So after getting 2 quick outs, Brownell having a bit of trouble throwing strikes. Count is 2-0. He got ahead of 1-2 on Jennings, but then threw 2 balls, a foul ball, and then a walk. Now behind 2-0 on Lehman. Here's the pitch, and that misses up and away for ball 3. So Brownell in danger, allowing a single and a walk to the 8 and 9 hitters respectively, and giving Brian Barton an opportunity here in this 4th inning. (3-0). Here's the pitch, and Lehman takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. If you're wondering why we're only in the 4th inning and it's already 9:04 p.m., about 2 hours after first pitch, it's because we had an hour and 7-minute rain delay in the top of the 1st inning. 3-1. That's ripped on the ground to third. Brendan Harris fields on a couple hops. He'll go the short way to second for the force out, and that will end the inning. So for Sugar Land, they get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1 on base. 3.5 in the books, and they lead it 3-0 over the Ducks.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Sean Garceau, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak pavers pave your way.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your back-to-back Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 15th anniversary season. Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is time for the answer to today's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Gave you the question at the top of the 4th inning. Matt Wright and John Brownell are 1st and 2nd respectively in the Atlantic League in the strikeout department this year. Brownell came close last year in terms of leading the Atlantic League in strikeouts, finishing 6 shy of York's Chris Cody. So the question, who was the last Ducks pitcher to lead the Atlantic League in strikeouts for a single season? And if you guessed the tall right-hander Mike Lurie, you would be correct. Mike Lurie set a franchise record back in 2011 with 131 strikeouts that led the Atlantic League. In fact, that same year, Lurie won the pitching triple crown in the Atlantic League. First pitch on the way is taken outside for ball 1 by Brendan Harris. Led the league in wins with 14, led the league in ERA at 1.98. The 1-0 is grounded back towards the middle. The shortstop Ramos charges in, fields, throws off balance in time for the out. So Harris is retired, and that is out number 1 in the 4th inning.
Long Island Ducks center fielder, number 20,
So again, Lurie led the league in wins, in ERA, and in strikeouts with the 131. Brownell last year eclipsing him by 2 with 133 strikeouts. But that season by Mike Lurie, arguably the best single season for a Ducks starting pitcher. First pitch here misses down and away for ball 1 to Lou Ford. And Lurie was chosen as the final vote getter by the fans for the 15th anniversary team this year. Ford fouls this one off behind the plate. Now leaving up the count at 1-1. It was a close battle for the best right-handed starter as a Long Island Duck, and really it was between 2 players, John Brownell and Mike Lurie. Brownell got the nod. Fans giving Brownell the nod most likely because of his postseason success over the last 2 years. 1-1. Swinging a high fly ball near to left center field. Fairly well hit going back Ryan Langerhans, but he will have room and make the catch in front of the scoreboard in left center. Ford 0 for 2, and that is the 2nd out of the 4th inning. Brownell has been terrific in the postseason for the Ducks the last 2 years. In 2012, he was 1-0 with a 2.84 ERA in 2 starts. Last year, 3-0 with a 2.88 ERA in 3 starts. And was named the Atlantic League Championship Series Most Valuable Player. So that's success, and the great season he had last year when he posted a 3.89 ERA in 26 starts, and as we mentioned, the franchise record 133 strikeouts. Breaking ball missed inside for ball 1. And so in a close vote, Brownell got the starting spot as the right-handed pitcher on the team, right-handed starter on the team, and Mike Lurie was given the final vote spot in the fan voting. 1-0, and this is grounded to the left side and through, a base hit for Bill Hall. So he got the breaking ball from right and grounded it in between third and short. Second hit of the ball game for the Ducks, and Hall is now 1 for 2.
Looking to left field, number 13, Adam Bailey, number 13.
So with 2 away, up to the plate will step Adam Bailey, a runner at first for the Ducks, as they trail 3-0 to Sugar Land on the 3-run home run in the first inning from Delwyn Young. First pitch from right to Bailey, and Bailey will take a breaking ball strike on the outside corner at the belt, 0-1. Bailey doubled down the left field line his first time up, a high pop-up in a shallow left that fell beyond the reach of the third baseman Michael Rocket. Good heads-up base running by Bailey to go to second on the play. 0-1, and Bailey takes a fastball that missed inside, even the count at 1-1. Last night, a great game for Bailey. He was 3 for 4 at the plate, had his 4th triple of the year, scored twice as well. 1-1, he takes down low, nice block at home plate by Danny Lehman. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Third baseman Michael Rocket well off the bag at third. He is about a third of the way to second base. And the 2-1, Bailey swings and misses. Late on the fastball there from right over the outside corner. And the count even up at 2-2. If Bailey reaches Cody Puckett would be next. Bailey's double in the second was his 19th of the year. Hall leads at first, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. The right-hander kicks, fires, and Bailey swings and grounds it to first. Right there, bobbled briefly by Scott, but he'll stick with it and step on the bag. Bailey is retired, and so are the Ducks in the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base. 4 innings complete on this Wednesday night at Bethpage Ballpark. It is the Skeeters 3 and the Ducks 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Lauren, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. To the 5th inning we go at Bethpage Ballpark with the Skeeters leading the Ducks 3-0. John Brownell back on the mound for his 5th inning of work. And he'll face the top 3 in the order. Brian Barton will lead off, and the first pitch to him is lifted in the air to center. Lou Ford drifting to his left a couple steps, lines it up, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Barton now 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in the game as he flies to center on the first pitch from Brownell. You mentioned the Waddle Lynch Hump, a couple new items in the store to take advantage of. Limited availability though, so make sure you act now. The 2014 team card sets featuring 30 color cards, Long Island Ducks players, coaches, mascot Quackerjack, and the front office staff, so make sure you pick those up. They're available right now in the Waddle Lynch Shop for just $10, a perfect autograph item for the Sunday Family Fun Days here at Bethpage Ballpark. First pitch to Travis Scott is a called strike on the outside corner. And also the camouflage hats, the same model hats that the Ducks wore here on July 4th and on Military Appreciation Night are available. They feature the American flag and a nice camouflage design with the Ducks logo on front. 0-1, and this is up and away for ball 1. Those are available as well, but again, for both the card sets and the camouflage hats, limited availability. So make sure you act now. You can get them at the Waddle Lynch Shop here at Bethpage Ballpark or online at liducks.com. Just click on the merchandise icon. 1-1, breaking ball swung on and missed. Looked like a changeup almost from Brownell there, and Scott swung through it. Scott 0 for 2 tonight. Popped out foul the first in the first inning and then grounded to second in the second inning. One and 2 the count. Here comes the pitch from Brownell. Fires and Scott takes up and away. I'll even up the count at 2-2. Scott last night was 0 for 4 at the plate. Two, and he takes on the inside corner, strike 3 called. Fastball just over the inside part of the plate. 5th strikeout of the night for John Brownell, and quickly 2 away in the 5th inning. So as expected, good pitcher's duel here tonight, and only 1 bad pitch from Brownell. He has walked 3 in the game, but really made 1 mistake, and that was the 2-1 pitch to Delwyn Young in the first inning that accounted for a 3-run home run. And that's the difference in the ball game right now, the 1 swing from Young. So with 2 away, that'll bring up the left fielder, Langerhans. And the first pitch on the way. It's a breaking ball in for a strike. And the count goes to 0-1. Langerhans has been on base twice tonight, reached on the fielder's choice in the first inning, and eventually scored and then grounded a single through the right side in the third. This one is swung on and missed for strike 2. Langerhans, though, was caught stealing second base in that third inning. So Brownell trying to work a quick 5th inning here. And the 0-2, up and inside. That'll run the count to 1-2 on Langerhans. Delwyn Young awaits on deck for Sugarland. And the 1-2 offering, missed low and away. That'll leave it up to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield slightly shifted around here to the right side. Third baseman Harris well off the bag at third. Shortstop Lyons ranging up the middle. And a 2-2. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Brownell. Now has 6 in the ball game tonight. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We are halfway through. We played 4.5 at Bethpage Ballpark. 3-0 in favor of the Skeeters.
Hi, this is pitcher Jared Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back. And our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegLINY.com/community.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
To the bottom of the 5th inning we go. 3-0 Skeeters lead it over the Ducks. As Matt Wright and John Brownell continuing to pitch well here on this Wednesday night. In a game that was delayed an hour and 7 minutes in the top of the 1st inning by a heavy rainstorm that came in. Not too much thunder and lightning, but definitely heavy drenching rain. And the first pitch to Cody Puckett here is on the outside corner for strike one. And after over a foot of rain was dumped on Long Island overnight. Some more rain here today. This one misses up and away for ball one. Rain kind of stopped late morning today. And then a rain shower in the 1st inning here. 1-1. Puckett swings, pops this one up a mile high in the air to shallow center. Going out, the shortstop Ramos coming in, the center fielder Barton. And it's Brian Barton who will make the catch for the first out. So Cody Puckett now 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts in the ball game. And with the one away, that'll bring up the first baseman, Joe Ashbrodeen. So far, just 2 hits for the Ducks, a double by Bailey and a single by Hall. That has been it for Long Island's offense, which has been great the last 2 nights, but facing one of the better pitchers in the Atlantic League tonight in Matt Wright. Offense has been held in check. And here's Joe Ashbrodeen, switch hitter from the left side. First pitch on the way, and he'll take a fastball strike. Count 0-1. Brodeen popped to short his first time up. 0-1, and that's on the outside corner. Another strike from Wright. Brodeen asks home plate umpire Richard Katz if that indeed hit the outside corner. And now the 0-2 is swung on and grounded to the right side, backhanded by the first baseman Scott. He will take it to the bag himself. Brodeen is retired, and there are 2 away in the 5th inning.
Look at the catcher, number 23, Jan Vasquez, number 23.
So 2 away, the bases are empty for the Ducks. And that will bring up Jan Vasquez, who fly to right in his first at bat. First pitch, swung on and missed. Cut through the fastball on the count, 0-1. Vasquez didn't play last night. Brandon Bance did the catching and had a great game. He was 2 for 2. With an RBI, 2 runs scored, and 2 walks in the game. Reached base all 4 times he came to the plate. 0-1, swung on and missed. Cuts through the pitch from Wright, and the count quickly 0-2. Wright has only struck out 2 tonight, but again has allowed just 2 hits in the ball game. Ducks haven't been able to get many good swings against him. And now the 0-2 to Vasquez is swung on and lifted in the air, shallow left. Long run in for Langerhans. He makes the running catch. And shallow left field, and that'll end the inning. So a quick 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th for Matt Wright. Wright and Brownell in a good pitcher's duel here, but the Skeeters on the home run in the 1st from Delwyn Young lead it 3-0.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lentini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Well, we go to the 6th inning here. John Brownell back on the mound. The Ducks trail 3-0 as they haven't been able to do much so far against Matt Wright. Just 2 hits. Skeeters have only 3, but one of them the 3-run home run to Wright by Delwyn Young in the first, and that is the difference in the ball game. Well, fans, follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks trying to meet the Chappies Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappies Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappies Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. First pitch from Brownell to Young. And he takes a big breaking ball for a strike. Young hit a 3-run home run, as we mentioned, in the first inning, then fly to center in the third. Hit it well, but Ford was able to track it down. 0-1, and Young swings and misses this time out in front. And the count now 0-2. Switch hitter from the left side. Brownell working out of the windup. His 0-2 is just off the outside corner. Young is a native of Sugar Land, Texas, resides in Sugar Land. And the 1-2, swinging a ground ball to the right side. Right there is the second baseman, Cody Puckett. His throw to first is in time. So Young grounds out, and there's one away here in the 6th inning. Brownell is now retired 5 straight. That'll bring Neil Medchill to the plate.
Right fielder, number 25, Neil Mitchell, number 25.
Mitchell has struck out twice in his first 2 at-bats tonight, once in the first, once in the third, both of them swinging. First pitch on the way, and he will take a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Brownell with 6 strikeouts through the first 5 innings of tonight's ball game. Now the 0-1. Ground ball past the mound towards the middle. The second baseman Puckett fields, backhand off balance throw to first in time for the out. Very nice play by Cody Puckett, ranging up the middle, fielding it with the backhand and having to make the off-balance, a cross-body throw to first, and it was in time for the out, second out here in the 6th inning.
Shortstop, number 4, Dominic Ramos, number 4.
So with 2 away and the base is empty, that'll bring the shortstop Dominic Ramos to the plate. Brownell currently at 96 pitches on the ballgame, 59 for strikes. First pitch on the way, and Ramos takes a fastball strike, and that may seem a lot for just about 6 innings, but Brownell threw 31 pitches in that first inning. So he's certainly been much more economical since that point. 0-1, Ramos squared a bunt, but he pulled back and took a ball down low. Ramos walked in the first, then grounded to short in the fourth. 1-1, breaking ball fouled back behind the plate. And the count now goes to 1-2. So Brownell trying to work a 1-2-3 inning. One-two again, and this is fouled off right off the knob of the bat of Ramos, and we'll do it once again at 1-2. Pitch on the way from the right-hander, and Ramos takes down low. That evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ramos batting from the right side. Brownell looks in for the sign from Vasquez. And now we'll go through the signs again with his catcher. First baseman Joe Ashbrodeen plays well off the bag at first, and the second baseman Puckett shaded towards the middle. And now the 2-2 on the way. Just missed the outside corner with a fastball, and the count goes full. So it'll be a 3-2 on the way, and this is popped up foul, first base side, that goes out of play. So Ramos battling with Brownell here, trying to stay alive. The fifth inning was the first 1-2-3 inning of the game for Brownell, and trying to duplicate that here in the sixth. Another payoff pitch on the way, and Ramos swings and pops it up, a mile high on the infield. The shortstop Lyons coming down from short, makes the call, and he'll make the catch to end another 1-2-3 inning for Brownell. 6 innings for the right-hander. He's thrown 104 pitches. The Ducks still trail 3-0 to Sugarland.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. On to the bottom of the sixth, 3-0 Skeeters lead it over the Ducks. The Ducks will have 9-1-2 in their order to the plate against Matt Wright here in the sixth inning. It'll be Dan Lyons, Phelan Lentini, and Brendan Harris as the Ducks try and cut into their 3-run deficit. First pitch on the way, Lyons squares to bunt, pulls back last second and takes a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Lyons hit a bullet his first time up in the third inning, but right at the third baseman Dominic not Dominic Ramos, that is Michael Rocket. 0-1 on the outside corner again. Two good fastballs from Wright. He has got great accuracy tonight. And it's Wright hitting the corners well, mixing up his pitches and keeping the Ducks lineup off balance. 0-2 pitch on the way, and Lyons will swing and ground it through the right side for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there for Dan Lyons. Knew that Wright was probably going to come back at him with that fastball over the outside corner. He stayed back on it and just punched it through the right side. So the third hit of the game for the Ducks, first for Lyons.
Back to the top of the order for your Long Island Ducks. Right fielder number 24, Phelan Lentini.
So we'll see what the Ducks offense can do here after the leadoff single by Lyons. We go back to the top of the order. And it will be Phelan Lentini coming up to bat. First pitch on the way, Lentini squares to bunt, but he takes all the way and it's in for a strike. Count 0-1. Lentini has 4 sacrifice bunts on the year. Third baseman Michael Rocket playing right behind the edge of the infield grass. Lyons leads at first, the 0-1. Lentini will swing away and he cuts through a fastball down and in. And the count quickly, 0-2. So 2 quick strikes for Wright after the single from Lyons on an 0-2 pitch. And now the 0-2 to Lentini. Lifted in the air, right center field. This is going to drop in for a base hit. Lyons will go to second and stop right there. So back-to-back batters back-to-back 0-2 counts and back-to-back singles for the Ducks that put 2 on with nobody out here in the 6th inning, and that'll bring Brendan Harris to the plate. So good piece of hitting by both Lyons and Lantini as they both hit baseballs to the opposite field. Lyons a hard ground ball single through the right side. Lantini with a shallow pop-up, shallow fly ball that lands in the right. So good speed on the bases for the Ducks. First and second, nobody out, and here is Brendan Harris to the plate. Harris will bat from the right side. First pitch on the way, he will take a fastball strike. And the count 0-1. Harris 0 for 2 tonight with a pair of groundouts, 1 to third and 1 to short. Harris will not be bunting here. Not really much of a bunter, and 2 runners on base, even if they get in a scoring position, wouldn't tie the game. Oh-1, and Harris swings and misses. Big breaking ball, and Harris cut through it. Big hack. And the count 0-2. Ducks now lead it in the hit column, 4-3 over the Skeeters. But Long Island still trailing by 3. So Harris in an 0-2 hole. Wright again got ahead 0-2 on the first 2 hitters of the inning before allowing singles. And again, Harris asked for time here as Wright came set. 0-2 pitch on the way. And Harris will swing and line this one down the left field line. This is going to be a foul ball. Few feet to the left of the chalk down the left field line. Good swing by Harris on the fastball inside. But it just went foul. And we'll do it once again at 0-2. First time the Ducks have had 2 men on in the same inning. Before this inning, they had just a double in the second by Bailey and a single in the fourth from Hall. That had been it. Wright looks in for the sign, now comes set. And another 0-2 on the way to Harris. There's a fastball down and away. And the count goes to 1-2. Entering tonight, Matt Wright against the Ducks. 1-1, 3.15 ERA through 3 starts. And the 1-2, lifted foul, first base side out of play. Good swing there by Harris to stay alive, fighting off the tough fastball on the outside corner. Lyons with great speed at second, Lantini with great speed at first. And another 1-ball, 2-strike pitch upcoming from the Skeeters right-hander. Kicks and turns back to second to keep Lyons close. Lyons has 11 steals and 11 attempts this year. Lantini 40 steals and 40 attempts. So a combined 51 of 51 in the stolen base department for the 2 base runners for Long Island. 1-2, and Harris swings and pops this one up. Foul territory, third base side. The catcher Lehman making the call. He'll make the catch. So Harris is retired on the foul pop up to the catcher left field, third base side. And the runners stay put, and that's the first out of the inning.
Long Island Ducks outfielder, number 20, Lou Ford, number 20.
So with the one away, that'll leave it up to Lou Ford, the center fielder and 3-hitter, who is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a flyout. Ford, who turned 38 years old yesterday, will step up to the plate from the right side. First pitch from Wright to Ford upcoming. Wright deals, and Ford takes a fastball at the belt for strike 1. Wright has been so good in this ball game, throwing first pitch strikes, seemingly to almost every hitter. 0-1, and this is inside. It hits Ford. Caught him right on the left side. Gets back up quickly, will make his way down to first base. So Lou Ford is hit with a fastball, looked like right on the left hip or left side. And that will load up the bases with 1 out for Bill Hall.
Long Island designated hitter number 6, Bill Hall, number 6.
That can't feel too good if you're Lou Ford. That is the 11th time this year that he has been hit by a pitch. A hard fastball from Matt Wright, who throws hard as it is. So here's an opportunity for the Ducks. Bases loaded with one away for their cleanup hitter, Bill Hall, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Hall stands in from the right side. And right-hander's first pitch on the way is swung on and missed. He was ready to hack first pitch, got a fastball, but he cut through it for strike one. Hall struck out looking in the second, then singled through the left side in the fourth. 0-1 from right. Kicks, fires, and Hall swings and fouls this one off behind the plate. And Wright quickly ahead at 0-2. So a swing and a miss, and then a foul ball for Hall. And we'll see what Wright throws him here. 0-2. Good speed all around the bases for the Ducks. With Lyons at third, Lentini at second, and Ford at first, and only one away. The 0-2 from Wright. Now will step off and look Lentini back to second. Hall with a wide open stance at home plate, digs back in. And now the 0-2. Fastball on the outside corner, strike three called. Hall cannot believe it. Has some words here with Richard Katz, the home plate umpire, trying to argue his point. So there is strikeout number 3 for Matt Wright. Hall and Katz still arguing here. And now Hall's going to make his way back to the dugout. Kevin Baez comes down from third with a couple words. And that is the second out of this 6th inning. Second strikeout of the night for Hall. So 2 away, that'll leave it up to Adam Bailey. Runners lead at every base, and the first pitch on the way. Bailey takes a breaking ball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Bailey awaits right from the stretch, and the 0-1 pitch is low. Good block at home plate by Lehman, even the count at 1-1. Bailey doubled down the left field line in the second inning and grounded to first in the fourth. One pitch from Wright. Kicks, fires, and Bailey swings and pops this one up in the air to shallow left field. Langerhans drifting in. Ramos going out. It is the left fielder Langerhans who makes the catch. The Ducks threaten, but they cannot crack Matt Wright in the 6th. No runs, 2 hits, and 3 left on base. Ducks cannot cash in on their biggest opportunity of the game, and we go to the 7th with the Skeeters still leading it 3-0 over the Ducks.
Hey fans, this is infield Sergio Miranda, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Ducks Ducks fans chill out all summer long with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee available at the concession stands here at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or check out their cafes out in the Hamptons. Big chance for the Ducks in that bottom of the 6th inning. They finally got a rally going against Matt Wright. They had back-to-back leadoff singles on 0-2 pitches from Dan Lyons and Phelan Lentini. Harris pops out, and then Lou Ford is hit by a pitch, so bases loaded, 1 out. But Bill Hall strikes out looking on a borderline pitch on the outside corner. And then Adam Bailey pops out to left, and the Ducks' threat is erased. Fouled off by Michael Rocket. First pitch from Brownell here in the 7th. He goes back out with 104 pitches, trying to get through inning number 7 and keep this a 3-0 game. 0-1 on the way. And the breaking ball is grounded to short. Dan Lyons fields, throws to first in time for the out. Rocket retired, 1 away. Rocket now 0 for 3 on the night. Again, only one swing in the game has provided the difference. A 3-run home run right by Delwyn Young back in the first inning. It was a rough start for Brownell. He walked 2 in that opening inning and allowed the home run. 3 runs on 31 pitches in the inning, but since then has done a great job, has thrown 5 scoreless innings. 5 scoreless innings. And now the first out here of the 7th. And the first pitch to Chad Jennings is taken for a strike. And he has allowed just 2 hits since. The single to right by Langerhans in the 3rd and a single to center by Todd Jennings in the 4th. 0-1. Fastball missed outside for ball 1. He has struck out 6 in the ball game. And Brownell has turned in a nice performance since that rocky start. But the Ducks offense has not been able to do much and just failed to cash in on their biggest opportunity yet. 1-1. Jennings fouls this one off to the first base side, and the count 1-2. Jennings, as we mentioned, single to center in the 4th. That was the last base runner the Skeeters had. They've seen 8 straight retired since that point. Jennings fly to right in his first at bat, and that was in the 2nd. Brownell's 1-2, kicks and fires, and the breaking ball missed up and inside. That'll leave it up to count. Jennings will be followed by Lehman, the 9-hitter and catcher. 2-2 on the way. Fastball fouled back to the screen behind home plate. So Jennings stays alive. Jennings started the year with Sioux City in the American Association, another independent league. He had 262 there, with a home run and 29 runs batted in. 2-2 pitch. This is popped up on the infield behind home plate. The catcher, Jan Vasquez, is there. He will make the catch. So Jennings is retired, and that is out number 2 here in the 7th.
Catcher number 3, Danny Lehman, number 3.
Brownell's that type of competitor that will want to stay out there as long as possible. He right now has thrown 112 pitches, and if you went and asked him, he'd want to go back out there for the 8th inning too. First pitch to Lehman, swing and a miss for strike 1. Lehman 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and a grounder into a force out at second. But he has done a terrific job since that first inning. And the 0-1 is low and away for ball 1. Just had a little trouble with some control. The couple of defensive miscues, the error by Vasquez, the miscue on the ground ball by Langerhans that turned into a fielder's choice as Lehman lines one in a right at Phelan Lentini. He'll make the catch. And that'll end a 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning for John Brownell, who has now retired the last 10 Skeeters batters he has faced. So we have hit the 7th inning stretch here at Bethpage Ballpark. The Skeeters still leading the Ducks 3-0.
Hey, this is pitcher Eric Neeson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Bottom of the 7th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. 3-0. The Skeeters lead it over the Ducks. Michael Pollack here with you, bringing you all the action from Central Islip, New York. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball and liducks.com as well. Ducks out hitting the Skeeters 4-3, but one hit from the Skeeters proving to be the difference. The first inning, 3-run home run off the bat of Delwyn Young. And it's been a great pitcher's duel throughout from Brownell and Wright. First pitch on the way here to Cody Puckett is taken low and outside for ball 1. But again, Brownell made the one mistake in the first. He had walked 2 in the inning as well, and that's been the difference. 1-0. Puckett takes a fastball strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Wright to this point has thrown a total of 72 pitches, 55 for strikes, so he is in great shape. And the 1-1 fouled over the screen behind home plate. And the count now 1-2. Brownell had thrown 31 pitches in the first inning. That is what ran his pitch count up. And Wright has just been economical all night long, really has not given up much to the Ducks except for the 6th inning when he allowed leadoff singles and a hit by pitch with 1 out. But the Ducks still failed to cash in on that opportunity. 1-2, and Puckett swings and grounds 1 to third. Michael Rocket fields the high hop. His long throw to first is high, but Travis Scott does a great job grabbing the baseball and applying the tag to Cody Puckett. And that is the first out here in the 7th inning. A nice defensive play by the Skeeters. In terms of the first baseman, Travis Scott, that is out number 1. Skeeters are tied for the best fielding percentage in the Atlantic League this year at .978. Sugarland, Somerset, and York all at .978. Then you got 3 teams tied at .975, 1 at .973, and 1 at .968. So there isn't much disparity in terms of fielding percentages among the Atlantic League. Sugarland has the fewest errors of any team at 82. First pitch misses inside for a ball to Joe Ashbrodeen. In fact, the first 2 pitches missed to Brodeen, so the count is 2-0 here. And now he swings and hits a high pop-up in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, Medchill. He crosses into foul ground, dives. He can't make the catch. So that lands along the line in foul territory in the count 2-1. Brodeen is 0 for 2 tonight with a pop out to short and a ground out to first. So Brodeen will make his way back to home plate with a count of 2 balls and 1 strike against Matt Wright. If you're a fan of pitcher's duels, this is certainly the game you want to be at. And if Brownell does indeed come out of the game here after 7 innings, a tough break for him unless the Ducks can find a way to come back and tie this game here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-1. Brodeen swings and fouls it off at the plate. And that'll even up the count. Brownell definitely does have himself to blame for walking the leadoff hitter and for allowing the home run in the first inning, but he has been terrific since that point. And the 2-2, swinging a ground ball up the first base line. Fair ball. It gets past the diving try of Scott and goes down the right field line. Brodeen rounds first. He will head to second, and he will stop right there with a 1-out double. Second double of the night for Long Island, and the 5th hit of the game for the Ducks. As Brodeen just snuck it fair inside the bag at first past Travis Scott, and for Brodeen, his 16th double of the season. So the Ducks with a runner in scoring position and 1 away. Brodeen will hand off his batting gloves to Bud Harrelson, the coach over at first base. And that'll bring Jan Vasquez to the plate. Vasquez, the switch hitting catcher from the left side. 0 for 2 on the night thus far. Wright comes set. And the first pitch is a breaking ball down low. Got through the legs. Now Brodeen going for third. Now they have him caught. The throw back to second base is in time. Brodin is out at second. And a base running blunder there for Joash Brodin. Didn't break till too late. And then got caught between second and third. So just like that, the double is erased. And the put out is going to go 2-5-4. So just like that, two-way base is empty. And the 1-0. That is inside, and that hit Vasquez in the back. Second batter that has been hit for the Ducks.
Duck shortstop, number 12, Dan Lyons, number 12.
And that will bring up Dan Lyons. So Vasquez at first with two away. Here is Dan Lyons to the plate. And the first pitch to him is a fastball lifted in the air well to right center field. Neil Medchill drifting back. And in deep right center at the wall, he makes the catch. Dan Lyons gives it a ride the opposite way, but Medchill makes the grab. The Ducks with a couple of solid hits that inning, but do not score. No runs, one hit, and they leave one on base. We head to the 8th here at Bethpage Ballpark, still a 3-0 lead for the Sugar Land Skeeters.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak pavers pave your way.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set. Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Well, another quality start for John Brownell tonight, but we head to the 8th inning, and Brownell has been replaced by left-hander Tommy Organ, who has come on to pitch in the 8th inning. And Brownell tonight, a quality start, 7 innings of 3-run ball, but he made one mistake. That was in the first inning, a 3-run home run by Delwyn Young over the right field wall. And the Skeeters took a 3-0 lead at that point. The Ducks haven't been able to get much going against Matt Wright. Now, the Ducks were able to threaten in each of the last 2 innings, specifically in the 6th, but could not score. And now Brian Barton, Travis Scott, and Ryan Langerhans will come to the plate against the lefty pitcher Tommy Organ for the Long Island Ducks. We'll get you John Brownell's line momentarily. Again, he pitched well tonight. He'll tell you that he is frustrated because he is not in line to get a win. The Ducks offense will have to try and at least tie the game over the next 2 innings to prevent him from getting a loss. I'll tell you, he should have been better. And if you talk about the first inning, no question, he will tell you that, and he is right in that regard. He rarely walks guys, especially the leadoff hitter in the game. And doesn't want to allow the home run there, but that is the difference in this game. First pitch to Brian Barton is a fastball strike from Oregon. And the count is 0-1. Barton tonight is 0 for 2. He walked, stole second, and scored in the first inning. (0-1). And misses down low. And that'll even up the count at 1-1 strike on Barton. This is the 4th appearance of the year for Tommy Organ out of the Ducks bullpen. He's gotten off to a good start after being acquired in the trade for John Myers. 1-1. Left-hander kicks, fires, and Barton pops it up foul. First base side out of play. And the count 1-2. Oregon has thrown 3 scoreless innings so far. He's allowed just 2 hits and a walk while striking out 5. Last pitched on Monday night through a scoreless inning with a strikeout in York. So it'll be a 1-2 here to Barton. Oregon comes set. And the pitch on the way is way up and outside. That'll even up the count at 2-2. Out-of-town scoreboard again earlier today in the first game of a doubleheader in Southern Maryland. Blue Crabs won at 9-8 over Southern Maryland in walk-off fashion. Oh, Blue Crabs won at 9-8 over the Bluefish, in walk-off fashion. Jake Brown the win, and Tim Gustafson the loss. Oregon's 2-2. Lifted in the air to right field. Phelan Lentini is there. He will make the catch. And that is out number 1. With the win, Brown improved to 5-2. Gustafson, the loss, drops to 2-4. Prentice Redmond had 2 homers for Bridgeport, up to 14 on the year. Ramon Castro hit his second, and Tremaine Mitchell his third of the year for Southern Maryland. Game 2 of the doubleheader going on right now. They're in the top of the 5th, and the Bluefish lead the Blue Crabs 5-3. Julio Rodriguez started for Bridgeport through just 1 inning. Joe Bateman has thrown 3 innings of relief since. Brian Grenning started for the Blue Crabs, and Charlie Manning is now in the game. Ramon Castro with 2 hits and 2 RBI leading the way for the Bluefish. First pitch is a breaking ball down low for ball 1 at Travis Scott. Final tonight in Lancaster, the Patriots defeated the Barnstormers 4-1. Here comes the 1-0 from Oregon. Kicks and fires, and Scott swings and fouls it right back to the screen behind home plate. And the count goes to 1-1. Winning pitcher in Lancaster was David Percy, who improves to 2-0. The loser, Dan Osterbrock, fell to 8-4. John Hutton earned his 36th save of the year. No homers in the game. Patriots had 3 hits and 3 RBI from Adam Donahue to lead the way. (1-1). Scott takes a big breaking ball that missed just high. And the count goes to 2-1. Scott tonight 0 for 3 with a foul pop to first, a ground out to second, and a strikeout looking. (2-1) from Oregon. Working from the stretch, deals, and Scott checks a swing, but he takes a strike at the knees. The count 2-2. Revolution all over the River Sharks tonight. 2-1, bottom of the 9th inning down in Camden. Corey Thurman started for York. Brian Morgado is on a pitch now. Fute Nee started for the River Sharks, allowed 14 hits over 6 innings. Sean Tuffle most recently pitching for Camden. 2-2 in this lefty-lefty matchup. Oregon deals, and Scott lifts it in the air to left. Drifting to his left is Adam Bailey, lines it up, makes the catch. And that is out number 2. So Scott flies to left. He's now 0 for 4, and that'll leave it up to Ryan Langerhans.
Number 29, Ryan Langerhans. Number 29.
York being led with 2 RBIs apiece from Eric Patterson, Chad Tracy, and Brian Nelson on the night. Valdez and Tracy each have 3 hits, as does Sean Smith. York with 19 hits in the ballgame against Camden. So a 2-away up to the plate. Steps the lefty swinging Langerhans. The first pitch from Oregon, and he takes up and inside for ball 1. Orioles won at 5-3 over the Yankees with a 4-run 8th inning. The winner was Darren O'Day in relief. He improved to 4-1. Sean Kelly, the loss, fell to 2-4. Zach Britton earned his 25th save of the year. Francisco Cervelli hit his 2nd home run of the year for the Yankees. The 2 homers in the 8th inning doing the damage for Baltimore. 1-0. And Langerhans takes a breaking ball down and away for ball 2. Jonathan Scope hit his 11th home run of the season to tie the game. And then Adam Jones with a 3-run home run off of Sean Kelly, his 23rd, gave the Orioles the lead and the win. Oregon behind 2-0 here on Langerhans. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch, and Langerhans takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. Mets also fell tonight to the Washington Nationals at Citi Field. 3-2 the final score. The winner was Jordan Zimmerman, who improved to 8-5. Bartolo Colon, the loss, fell to 11-10, and Rafael Soriano earned his 27th save. 2-1, outside for ball 3. Travis d'Arnaud hit his 10th home run of the year for the Mets, and Cabrera, that is Asdrubal Cabrera, with his first as a Washington National. Here the Skeeters lead 3-0, top of the 8th inning. 3-1 pitch on the way to Ryan Langerhans from Tommy Organ, and it's lifted high in the air, foul territory, third base side. Brendan Harris along the line will make the call and make the catch. And another strong inning from Tommy Organ. 1-2-3. He retires the Skeeters in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Ducks still trailing 3-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Lauren, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Labor is on the move. PEF.
They are the Public Employees Federation.
They know it's time for workers to unite, to speak out, to demand government accountability for the way public services are delivered.
They provide healthcare services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled.
They're the Public Employees Federation.
PEF, the problem-solving union.
PEF is the union that cares for the community. Learn more at pef.org. PEF, labor on the move.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Bark in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
To the bottom of the 8th inning we go. The Skeeters lead it 3-0 over the Ducks, and a new pitcher is in for Sugarland. It is right-hander Brian Broderick. He relieves Matt Wright, who was outstanding tonight for Sugarland, and it is in line for his 8th win of the year, trying to get back to 500 at 8-8, and we will see if the Sugarland bullpen can close it out over the final 2 innings. We'll get you the final line as well on Wright and on John Brownell momentarily. And here in this inning, the Ducks will send up the top 3 in their order. It'll be Phelan Lantini, Brendan Harris, and Lou Ford to hit against Broderick, as the Ducks offense now with Matt Wright out of the game will try and get something going here and get on the scoreboard. Surprising to see Wright come out of the game with his pitch count so low, but Sugarland's bullpen has been terrific this year. Gary Gaetti certainly trusts them. First pitch is taken for a strike. 0-1. Lantini tonight is 1 for 3. He singled to right in the 6th, grounded to short in both the 1st and the 3rd. 0-1. Misses downstairs. Evens up the count at 1-1. Matt Wright tonight, 7 innings of 5-hit shutout baseball. He did not walk a single batter, struck out 3, did hit 2 batters, threw only 82 pitches, 61 for strikes. It's a great ratio, as Lantini cuts through a pitch down in the zone and is now behind 1-2. But he certainly did his job tonight. After the Skeeters took an early 3-0 lead, he kept it throughout. And now Broderick will try and get through the 8th inning without allowing any runs. The 1-2, Lantini takes down and away. Blocked at home plate by Lehman, the count 2-2. On the year, Broderick 0-1 record, 2.76 ERA in 41 games out of the bullpen. He has 5 saves, 36 hits in 42 1/3 innings, 14 runs, 13 earned. He has walked just 5 batters and struck out 48. Terrific ratio. 2-2, and Lantini grounds one towards the middle. The shortstop Ramos to his left, fields behind second. The throw to first in time to get Lantini by about a step. And that is the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. So 3 groundouts to short for Phelan Lantini tonight. With 1 away, that'll bring up Brendan Harris.
Number 25, Brendan Harris, number 25.
By the way, the final line on John Brownell tonight, 7 innings, just 3 hits, but 3 runs allowed, all earned. He walked 3 batters and struck out 6. And the 1 home run he allowed is the difference in the ballgame, the 3-run homer in the first by Delwyn Young. First pitch here from Broderick to Harris. And he'll swing and ground it to the left side. Diving stop by Ramos. The throw to first, not in time. Harris dove and beat it out. Probably would have beaten it out anyway, but Harris made the dive at first. So an infield single for Brendan Harris. And the Ducks with a runner at first and one out for Lou Ford. Good attempt by Ramos to make the diving stop in the hole and the throw over to first. But Harris hustled to beat it out. So he's got his first hit of the night. And Harris will be on first. He has now reached base safely in 35 of his last 36 games, but dating back to July 1st. An incredible streak for Harris. Here's Ford to bat, 0 for 2 on the night. And the first pitch on the way is a fastball swung on and missed for strike one. Harris has a hit in 29 of those 35 games. Ford struck out in the first, fly to left in the fourth, and then was hit by a pitch in the sixth inning, a hard fastball from right. 0-1, and Ford takes up and away to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And Ford takes a strike on the outside corner. Fastball there from Broderick. Ford thought it was a bit off the plate. So the count now 1-2 on the Ducks center fielder. Harris will lead at first with 1 away. And a 1-2 pitch. Misses down and in. And that'll even up the count. A 3/4 moon, a bright yellow 3/4 moon rising over the stands down the right field line. As the 2-2 on the way is down and in. Got away briefly from Lehman. Going for second as Harris. The throw is not in time. Harris is in there safely on the wild pitch. And the Ducks get a runner in a scoring position with 1 away. So now a 3-ball, 2-strike count here on Lou Ford. Ford trying to get on to bring Bill Hall to the plate with 2 men on base. Broderick from the stretch is set. And it's 3-2 to Ford. Swung on and lined in the center field. That is going to be a base hit. It lands in front of Barton. Harris had a hold up to make sure that was going to fall in. So Lou Ford has his first hit of the night, 7th of the ball game for the Ducks. And Long Island with runners at the corners, only 1 away for Bill Hall.
Long Island designated hitter, number 6, Bill Hall. Number 6.
So Hall will come to the plate here with 2 on and 1 out. The Ducks trailing by 3 in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hall is 1 for 3 on the night. So he'll step in from the right side. Broderick will work out of the stretch, and his first pitch on the way to Hall. He swung on and missed for strike one. Hall way late on the fastball. Hall struck out looking in the second, singled to left in the fourth, and then struck out looking again in the sixth with 2 on and 1 away. Excuse me, with the bases loaded and 1 away. Here comes the 0-1. Kick and the pitch, and Hall swings and nubs one foul at home plate, just off to the third base side. So 2 big swings from Hall, but he is behind in the count here, 0-2. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Broderick looks in for the sign from Lehman. Now he is ready. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Bill Hall with the hat trick for strikeouts tonight. He goes down on 3 pitches. First strikeout for Broderick, 4th for Ducks pitching, for Skeeters pitching tonight. So Hall again cannot get the job done, and with 2 out, that will bring up Adam Bailey. It's been one of the biggest issues in Hall's game. He's got a great amount of power, has gotten some big hits as a Duck, but he has a tendency to strike out quite a bit. And 3 strikeouts here tonight. 2 of them with runners at third base. So that'll leave it up to Bailey here with first and third 2 away. Broderick from the stretch, kicks and fires, and Bailey will swing in line 1 into the glove of a diving Delwyn Young at second base. And once again, the Ducks threaten, but they do not score. no runs, 2 hits, runners stranded at the corners. Ducks have left 8 on base tonight, and we will go to the 9th with the score still 3-0 in favor of the Skeeters.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Another opportunity for the Ducks in the bottom of the 8th, 1st and 3rd with only 1 out, but Bill Hall strikes out. Bailey hits a rocket to second, a diving catch by Delwyn Young. The Ducks unable to score. They've left 8 on base tonight. We go to the 9th. Eric Neeson will come on a pitch, and the Ducks still trail 3-0 on the first inning home run from Delwyn Young. Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app, powered by Clear Vision Apps, has officially arrived. Buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. Delwyn Young will lead off. He is 1 for 3 on the night. Now a switch hitter batting from the right side for the first time tonight. And the first pitch on the way is swung and fouled over the screen behind home plate. And the count 0-1. Young hit from the left side his first 3 times against the righty Brownell. The home run in the first, fly to center in the third, and grounded to second in the 6th. 0-1. And he swings and lines it into left field for a base hit. So he greets Eric Neeson with a single to start. It's now 2 for 4 on the night. Second straight night, he's 2 for 4 against the Ducks. No leadoff man on in the 9th for Sugar Land as they try and get some insurance runs. As it stands now, you'd have to think likely Gary Majeski would come on to close it out in the bottom of the 9th. He is the closer for the Skeeters. But if Sugar Land scores some more runs here, they might not go to their closer. Here's Neil Medchill. First pitch, he squares the bunt and bunts it up the third base line. It goes foul. And the count 0-1. Medchill is 0 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts and a ground out to second. Neeson pitched in last night's game through a scoreless inning, induced 3 groundouts, 1 to short, 2 to second, and through just 8 pitches, 7 for strikes. So Kevin Bias puts him back in here tonight. Young leads at first with no one out, and the 0-1 upcoming to Medchill. Kicking the pitch, Medchill squares the bunt and bunts it foul back to the screen behind home plate. And the count quickly 0-2. Crowd of 4,790 here on this Wednesday evening. Pretty good crowd considering the rain issues that Long Island suffered through earlier today. Now the 0-2 from Neeson. Swinging a pop-up foul, third base side out of play by Medchill. Weren't here early on in the ball game. We gave you some of the stats, some of the records that were broken via the rainfall that came down yesterday. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike 3. Good fastball by Neeson, his first strikeout of the ball game. 7th for Ducks pitching tonight, and the 3rd of the ball game by Medchill, who now joins Bill Hall with the hat trick. So with the one away, that'll bring up the shortstop Dominic Ramos, who will bat from the right side. Young still leads at first, being held on by Brodeen. First pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball down low for strike one. The rainfall that came in overnight broke the records for the New York State record for precipitation in a 24-hour period. 0-1. And this is taken low for ball one. MacArthur Airport, which saw over 12 inches of rain, broke their all-time daily rainfall record. The rainfall record for the month of August was broken, and the rainfall record for any August 13th was also broken. 1-1. Popped up in the air, foul territory, first base side. Brodin and Vasquez give it a look, but this will be well back into the seats. And the count goes to 1-2. So lots of rainfall records broken. And it certainly didn't help that with a saturated field already from the rain yesterday, that a storm dumped a good amount of rain here in the first inning for about 15 or so minutes. 1-2. Breaking ball in there for a called strike three. Nicely thrown there by Neeson. Back-to-back strikeouts for the left-hander. 8 strikeouts for Ducks pitching tonight, and there are 2 away. So with 2 down and the bases empty, that'll bring up Michael Rocket. 2 down and a runner at first. "15 of the last 16 batters have been set down by Ducks pitching as Michael Rocket swings through a fastball for strike one. And John Brownell might have given up that 3-run home run in the first, but he did a great job in the subsequent 6 innings. The bullpen has done a great job to this point. 0-1. This is lined in a right field over the leaping try of Cody Puckett for a base hit. So Michael Rocket has his first hit of the night and the 5th for the Skeeters. And Sugar Land with runners at first and second with 2 away for Todd Jennings. The Ducks offense, which was great the last 2 games, has been for the most part silenced here tonight. Matt Wright allowed 5 hits over 7 innings. The Ducks had 2 hits last inning. The Ducks managed just 2 hits over the first 5 innings of this game, have 5 hits over the last 3 innings, including a couple of hit batters, but have not been able to manage a run. That is something that has plagued the Ducks in the second half. Good starts and good pitching performances by the bullpen at times, but the inability for the offense to score. And tonight, Matt Wright was just terrific for Sugar Land. First pitch, and is a fastball in the outside corner for strike one. And again, the Ducks still have a chance to come back in the bottom of the 9th inning. And in that inning, they will have Cody Puckett, Joe Ashbrodine, and Jan Vasquez coming to the plate. They're 6, 7, and 8 hitters. 0-1. It's fouled back behind the plate by Jennings. Count 0-2. So the Ducks have certainly had a tough time with the offense tonight, but sometimes in some games, the managers and players will tell you just have to tip your cap to the other team's starting pitcher, and Matt Wright was as good as advertised tonight. 0-2. Jennings takes a breaking ball up and away for ball one. Neeson, who has struggled of late, trying to throw a second straight scoreless appearance. He's allowed 2 singles in the inning, but also has 2 strikeouts and 1 strike away from striking out the side. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Neeson kicks and turns back to second to keep Young close. Young not really a stolen base threat, just 1 steal this year and 1 attempt. From the stretch, the 1-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball fouled back behind the plate. Jennings battling here. Foul ball goes right off the facing of the club level. And now a mad rush by several fans to try and get to the baseball. So we'll do it once again at 1-2. Young leads at second, and Rocket leads at first. Neeson looks in for the sign from Vasquez and now is set. It's 1-2. Fastball lifted down the right field line, deep but foul. Jennings battling here, and we'll do it once again. Lefty pitcher against the righty batter. Neeson is ready. And the 1-2 again is up and away. Jennings laid off, and that'll even up the count. Jennings gets on. Danny Lehman would be next. Left-hander comes set and is 2-2. Swinging a pop-up foul, first base side. Brodin gives it a look, but this will be back into the crowd again. Good at bat here for Jennings. He has seen 7 pitches and has fouled off 4 of them. Sugar Land trying to add to their 3-0 lead here in the 9th inning. Two and two the count. Neeson gets the sign. And his pitch on the way. Fastball is fouled again. Back to the screen behind home plate. Jennings continuing the battle here. Ducks are out hitting Sugar Land 7-5 tonight. But again, have not been able to dent home plate yet. 2-2 upcoming from Neeson. 9th pitch of the at-bat. Kicks and fires, and this is swung on and popped in the air to left field. Shallow going out. The shortstop Lyons. Coming in is Bailey. Lyons makes the call. He'll make the catch. And on 9 pitches, Neeson wins the battle and retires Jennings to strand 2 on base. In the inning, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on base for Sugar Land. They have left 5 tonight. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Ducks need 3 to tie, 4 to win, as they trail 3-0 to Sugar Land here at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back. And our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegliny.com/community.
Gary Majeski comes on to pitch here in the bottom of the 9th inning and will try and earn the save for the Skeeters. They lead it 3-0, and they have since the very first inning when Delwyn Young hit a 1-out, 3-run home run over the wall and right off of John Brownell. The Ducks have threatened, especially over the last 3 innings. They had 2 on with nobody out, and then the bases loaded with 1 out in the 6th inning, but could not score. They had a runner at second with 1 out in the 7th and could not score. And they had runners at the corners with 1 out in the 8th, but also could not score. And that was after Matt Wright threw 7 scoreless innings to start off the game. And Brian Broderick throws a scoreless 8th, and now Gary Majeski will come on and try and earn the save. And he will face Cody Puckett, Joe Ashbrodine, and Jan Vasquez, the 3 due up here in the bottom of the 9th inning. We'll see if the Ducks have a little rally in them. First pitch on the way from Majeski, and Puckett will take a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Puckett tonight is 0 for 3. He has fly to left, fly to center, and grounded to third in his 3 at-bats. 0-1. The breaking ball misses down and away to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Give you Majeski's numbers on the year. He has been outstanding for Sugar Land, as is always the case for the right-hander. 1-1. Swings and pops it up into the air to shallow right center. Long run in for Neil Medchill, and he will make the sliding catch in shallow right and hang on to retire Puckett for the first out of the 9th inning. So Puckett 0 for 4 tonight. He's flat out to all 3 outfield positions and has the ground out. And with 1 away, that'll bring up Joe Ashbrodine.
Joe Ashbrodine, number 22.
So here is the switch hitting Brodeen batting from the left side. 1 for 3 on the evening. First pitch on the way, and Brodeen will take a fastball strike. Majeski 5-1 on the year, 1.90 ERA through 37 games. He has 20 saves, 39 hits in 42 2/3 innings, allowed just 9 runs, all earned. Brodeen rips one on the ground through the right side for a base hit. So Joash Brodeen picks up the 8th hit of the ball game for the Ducks, his second. 2 for 4 night for Brodeen. And the Ducks have a runner on with 1 out for Jan Vasquez.
Look at it, comes number 23, Jan Vasquez, number 23.
Majeski in 42 2/3 innings has walked just 3 batters and has struck out 24. So Brodeen at first with 1 away. He's the only Duck with multiple hits tonight. And that'll bring Jan Vasquez to the plate. Switch hitter from the left side again, first pitch, and he takes the fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Vasquez fly to right in the 3rd, fly to left in the 5th, and was hit by a pitch in the 7th. One of 2 Ducks batters hit. Lou Ford was also hit by right in the 6th inning. Catcher calling timeout here, Danny Lehman. The 0-1. Pitch on the way, and Vasquez takes outside. That'll even up the count at 1-1. A couple years ago, the Ducks had a couple of walk-off victories against Gary Majeski, including a base hit by Dan Lyons, who waits on deck up the middle. Won the first half title in 2012 on July 1st. 1-1, and Vasquez pops this one up in the air to shallow center. Drifting in and to his left is Brian Barton. He is there and will make the catch. So Vasquez retired, finishes at least at this point, unless the Ducks can tie it, at 0 for 3. And with 2 away, that'll leave it up to the shortstop and 9-hitter Dan Lyons.
Look at the shortstop, number 12, Dan Lyons, number 12.
Ducks with a great offensive performance last night, 9 runs, 15 hits, and a 9-2 win. But tonight, the offense in terms of runs has been stymied. Ducks have 8 hits on the night, 6 of which have come in the last 4 innings, but have not been able to dent home plate. First pitch, and that is taken up and inside for ball 1. Lyons tonight is 1 for 3. He had a single to right in the 6th, a hard line out in the 5th, and the 3rd to 3rd, and a deep fly out to right center in the 7th. He's hit the ball well all 3 times. And here he takes a fastball strike on the inside corner to even up the count at 1-1. This year, the Ducks have only been shut out 3 times. 1-1. Swinging a fly ball in the air to right field. Neil Mitchell drifting back. He is there. He will make the catch. This ball game is over, and the Skeeters have won it tonight by a final count of 3-0. So the Ducks offense has threatened at points during this game, but they couldn't end up scoring. Ultimately, they leave 9 runners on base, something that the Ducks certainly won't be happy of. But they couldn't solve that right tonight. The Skeeters even up the series at a game apiece, which will set up the rubber game tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. The postgame show is coming up next. We'll recap this one and hand out the Nico Lock Player of the Game Award after the break.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, once again the final score was the Skeeters 3 and the Long Island Ducks nothing in the middle game of this 3-game series. Sugar Land wins to set up the rubber game of the series tomorrow evening, and a night that was dominated by Matt Wright, the starter for the Skeeters. We recap this game, and again for the Ducks, John Brownell got off to a rocky start in the first inning, walked the leadoff hitter Brian Barton, and then got a pop out to first from Travis Scott. Barton then would steal second, go to third on the error by Jan Vasquez when his throw went into center field. Up next came Ryan Langerhans, a big at bat in the inning. He had a ground ball back to the mound. Brownell got it and went to go to third to try and get Barton, who had danced too far off the bag. However, nobody was covering third base. Harris couldn't get back in time. Barton slid back safely. The Ducks had no play. And the Skeeters had runners at the corners, one out for Delwyn Young. Young then cranked a 3-run home run over the right field wall. His 12th of the year, second in as many nights in terms of home runs, and the Skeeters had a 3-0 lead. Brownell would strike out Medchill, walk Dominic Ramos, and then the skies opened up. We had about an hour and 7-minute rain delay. Finally resumed play, and on the first pitch, Michael Rocket popped to short to end the inning. Ducks offense was held in check over the first 5 innings by Matt Wright of the Skeeters. As Wright allowed just 2 hits through the first 5 innings, a double by Bailey and a single by Hall. The Ducks finally would threaten in the 6th inning, as Dan Lyons would lead off with a single to right, Lantini would follow with a single to right, so 2 on, nobody out. However, Brendan Harris would pop up foul to the catcher. Lou Ford was then hit by a pitch, so the Ducks had the bases loaded with 1 out, but Bill Hall struck out looking. Adam Bailey fly to left. The inning was over. The Ducks did not score. John Brownell retired the final 10 hitters he faced. That took us to the bottom of the 7th. Joe Ash Brodeen, a 1-out double to right, put a runner in scoring position, but Brodeen was caught in between second and third on a ball that was in the dirt in between the legs of the catcher, and he was put out 2-5-4. Vasquez was then hit by a pitch, but Lyons flied to right. That ended the inning, and the Ducks left 1 on base, still no runs. Tommy Organ threw a perfect 1-2-3 8th inning in relief of Brownell, who went 7 innings of 3-run ball. In the bottom of the 8th, the Ducks would threaten again with 1 out. Brendan Harris reached on an infield single to short. He would go to second on a wild pitch. Lou Ford then singled to center to put runners at the corners with 1 out, but Bill Hall struck out swinging. Adam Bailey lined to second. Now the Ducks went without a run in the 8th. Then in the 9th, Eric Neeson allowed 2 hits, but struck out 2 in the inning. Got Todd Jennings to pop to short to end the inning without allowing a run. And then in the bottom of the 9th, Gary Majeski came on, got a fly out from Cody Puckett. Brodeen then singled to right. However, Jan Vasquez fly to center, Dan Lyons fly to right, and that ended the inning and the game as the Skeeters hung on for a 3-0 win. Final totals from tonight's game are as follows. For the Skeeters, 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 5. For the Ducks, no runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 9. The winner, Matt Wright, with 7 scoreless innings, improves to 8-8. John Brownell, a hard luck loss, falls to 12-7, made 1 mistake, the 3-run home run to right. Aside from that and the couple of walks in the first, he pitched very well. But he suffers the loss, fall to 12-7. Gary Majeski earns his 21st save with a scoreless 9th. Game took 2 hours and 16 minutes, a quick one aside from that hour and 7-minute rain delay. But 2 hours and 16 minutes is the time of game, 47-90 the attendance here at Bethpage Ballpark. As for the Nico Lock player of the game tonight, we have co-Nico Lock players of the game for Sugar Land. It is Matt Wright and Delwyn Young. Matt Wright with 7 scoreless innings, allowed just 5 hits and no walks, struck out 3, needed just 82 pitches to get through those 7 innings, and Delwyn Young 2 hits, including the 3-run home run that proved to be the difference in the game. So Delwyn Young and Matt Wright are our co-Nico Lock players of the game. Nico Lock retaining walls and paving stones, a company synonymous with quality and service in the manufactured concrete industry for almost 50 years. We'll take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll set you up for the series finale tomorrow night here at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is infield Sergio Miranda, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Hey, Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark one final time tonight as the Long Island Ducks fall 3-0 to the Sugarland Skeeters. In the middle game of this series, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we wrap things up. Doubleheader tonight in Southern Maryland. Blue Crabs walked off with a win in Game 1, 9-8. In the 7-inning game over the Bridgeport Bluefish, the winner was Jake Brown, who improved to 5-2. The loser, Tim Gustafson, who fell to 2-4. No save. 2 homers from Prentice Redmond of Bridgeport, 14 now on the year. Ramon Castro hit his second for the Bluefish, and Jermaine Mitchell hit his third for the Blue Crabs. They are currently in the bottom of the 6th inning in Game 2, and it is the Bluefish 8, the Blue Crabs 6 at Regency Furniture Stadium. Julio Rodriguez started the game for the Bridgeport Bluefish. Kyle McMillan is now pitching. Brian Grunning started for Southern Maryland. Charlie Manning is now in the game. Bridgeport being led with 3 RBIs from J.R. Tolles and 2 from Ramon Castro, who has 2 hits. Southern Maryland has 2 RBIs apiece from James Skelton and Bobby Stevens. In Lancaster tonight, Patriots won 4-1 over the Barnstormers, so the Ducks now 8 games in back of the Patriots in the Liberty Division standings. However, they do not lose any ground on the Barnstormers in the wild card standings, still 3 games back. David Percy, the win, improves to 2-0. The loser, Dan Osterbrock, falls to 8-4, and John Hutton earned his 36th save. No homers. For the Patriots, they had 3 hits and 3 RBIs from Adam Donahue to lead the way. Gabe Jacobo drove in the only run for Lancaster. And it was all York tonight in Camden, 10-1 victory over the River Sharks. Corey Thurman, the win, improved to 7-4. Futeni, the loss, fell to 1-3. No save, the only home run of the game, Jose Julio Ruiz of Camden hit his 15th of the year. 2 RBIs apiece from Patterson, Tracy, and Nelson, leading the way for the Revolution. Yankees allowed 4 runs in the 8th inning in Baltimore tonight. They fall 5-3 to the Baltimore Orioles. Darren O'Day, the win, improved to 4-1. Sean Kelly, the loss, fell to 2-4. Zach Britton earned his 25th save of the year. Francisco Cervelli hit his 2nd home run of the season for the Yankees. And for the Orioles, 2 homers in that 8th inning. Jonathan Scope, the tying home run, his 11th of the year. Adam Jones, the 3-run home run, his 23rd of the season. And the Mets fell to the Nationals tonight at Citi Field 3-2. The winner was Jordan Zimmerman, who improved to 8-5. The loser, Bartolo Colon, fell to 11-10. Rafael Soriano earned his 27th save of the year. Travis d'Arnaud hit his 10th home run of the season for the Mets. And Asdrubal Cabrera, his first as a National, proved to be the winning run as he hit that in the 8th inning. Well, again, this series will conclude tomorrow night, the final game between these two at Bethpage Ballpark during the regular season. Ducks will send right-handed pitcher Bobby Blevins to the mound, who's been fantastic this year. He is 6-3 with a 3.19 ERA that is good for 3rd best in the Atlantic League. He'll take the mound for the Ducks. Steve Hammond, the lefty, will go for Sugarland. He is 8-7 with a 3.38 ERA, which is good for 8th in the Atlantic League. So Blevins and Hammond have both had success this year. Should be another good pitching matchup tomorrow night. Game will be at 7:05. Gates opening at 6:05, and the first 1,500 fans in attendance will receive back-to-school lunch boxes courtesy of Scope Education Services. Tickets still available, so get your tickets and come on out to Bethpage Ballpark and enjoy the series finale, the rubber game of the series between the Ducks and the Skeeters. That's going to wrap things up from Bethpage Ballpark tonight. Again, the final score, the Skeeters 3 and the Ducks nothing. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow night when the Ducks and Skeeters close out this 3-game series. The pregame show begins at 6:50. First pitch at 7:05 right here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and online as well at liducks.com. My name is Michael Pollack. Thanks so much for spending your Wednesday night with me. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast and stayed dry today with all the rain that came down in the morning and then in the evening across Long Island. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night. We'll do it all over again on Thursday, hopefully from a dry Bethpage Ballpark here in Central Islip, New York. Good night and so long from Long Island.